The Code Cran podcast is intended for a mature audience.
We like to use naughty words.
And I heard someone say, Digimon, you were funny.
Another retrospective, I smell tamers on the way.
No, you just went past a bathroom, that's all.
Yowie wowie!
Why would you ever cheer for the Frontier kids? All they f***ing do is lose!
I mean, if it's a Leomon, it's probably gonna die.
Yeah, if Terramon is Shoutmon by the fandom's comparison, you wait till we get to Hunters. Tageru is gonna make Daisuke look like a goddamn saint.
Yeah. Crosswords is better than Tamers.
Oh shit! Meg's just a joker leaving the hospital.
Look, I know it's going to annoy people, but Atmon is just peak fiction, and it's the best thing, like storytelling-wise, that this franchise has put out so far. Sorry, not sorry.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りしました。
Hello? I'm doing the intro? I don't know how to intro.
Sure you do.
Your job.
Nope.
You can't make me intro as well as read.
Sure I can.
No, you can't.
It's time you started sharing responsibility for the running of this podcast. Yes. Do the intro, Meg.
No.
Tell the people who you are.
Hi, I'm Meg and I don't do the intros. Why are you making me do the intro?
Because I don't want to.
I didn't, neither do I. You can't just jump scare me with this.
Well, then I guess there's no podcast today. Goodbye, everybody. Fine.
Yuuki says bye.
Welcome. Episode 300. Yep, 381 of the Code Crown podcast. My name is AJ, joined along, kicking and screaming by Miss Meg Mon.
You're kicking and screaming?
No. You're joining me, kicking and screaming.
Oh, I thought you said I was kicking and screaming. I will in a minute, apparently.
Welcome to AJ and Meg's Digimon podcast, ruining Digimon podcasting since 2017. And today we are finally getting back to Digimon Liberator, which I've kind of missed. It's like it has been a minute since we did chapter 12. Do you remember what happened in chapter 12? The expression says everything.
That is a good question.
The answer is no. Because Meg know brain well. This is why
Shoto had a Mac.
This is why we make Meg read. End off the dementia.
Too late.
It's coming. It's coming. That brain cell won't hold out forever.
Owen and Shoto had a match, and
who won?
Owen. We read that too.
Okay.
And
Good girl.
Schoolboy is like missing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arisa and Ghost topic. Does that?
They did get there for the end of the fight, though.
They did. They kind of just jump scared in, didn't
A little bit.
they? Yeah. Schoolboy gave Yao like a USB
Mm-hmm.
thing, being like, if something happens to me, take this or use this or something.
Yeah.
And then we never saw him again.
Nope.
No?
So he could be dead.
Could be dead.
I mean, he's in the thumbnail, so he's probably not.
I
But he could be dead.
mean, that could be his obituary. You don't know.
More like his obituary. He was unchained, killed him like little bitch.
Mhm.
Maybe. Probably not.
What else happened?
We've got all that stuff now with Hookmon and the game he abandoned or whatever. So,
Oh, yeah.
So we can't kill him off.
That was the novel, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah. That side chapter Yuuki just spawned into.
Omnituary? No, it is not. It is not an Omegatuary. Actually, we might be writing up an Omegatuary tonight.
You want me to do intros, you tell me in advance.
Nope. Spur of the moment. Let's see what you've
I don't
learned.
do spur of the moment. I have anxiety.
Omega Chew? No. Omega's not a Pikachu.
Omega Chew.
See? Awful. But this is why you come to us. For the worst Digimon podcast on YouTube. And therefore the only Digimon podcast that you need to be listening. Right here on youtube.com/decodecrown.
Did you try to say bad podcast all at once and it came out as podcast?
No?
No? It kind of came out as podcast.
Eh. Ah,
Omega the Lightning.
no idea.
What is that, Desmond?
Haven't seen any other podcasts active lately, so you might be the only one. We're the best by default. Default. The two greatest words in the English language. Woohoo!
Giving vibes of you're technically correct. The best kind of correct. Utopia the Lightning?
Yeah, what will happen is around Beat Break,
They'll all come back.
they'll all come back and it'll be like, why Beat Break is changing Digimon forever! It'll be shit like that.
And we'll be sitting here going, no, you just missed a lot.
Yeah.
You didn't watch Ghost Game, did you?
No. Like, look how many tapped out on Seekers.
Mm.
Like, we finished Seekers. You know?
We're almost finished everything.
We put in the work.
Everything. What's that from?
Oh, I don't
Gary Oldman shouting at those.
remember. Is it?
Did me always use it.
Peak Break will save Digimon. Yeah. Yeah, that will, yeah, I can already see that being somebody's YouTube thumbnail or video episode.
Mm.
You know,
Or, just stupid shit like why Beat Break will never beat Tamers and
you know what? I don't know.
pain.
I don't know. Because
I can see that happening once they start watching it.
no, because the Digimon fans who did stick around for later elements of the franchise didn't go down those roads.
Mm.
What
I can see other people doing
what I was very actually maybe proud isn't the word. Definitely taken aback. It was definitely a surprise, but it was a welcome one. That even while Atmon in 2020 were airing, it wasn't, why the franchise peaked at Tamers. There was none of that shit. So I think the audience that has stuck with Digimon will, is beyond what effectively boils down to schoolyard console wars.
I don't know. People are very
You see, what people
protective
say,
of Tamers.
yeah, but what people say on Twitter and what people are actually, willing to do are two different things. Twitter is not real. You know,
I'm not on Twitter, so I'm seeing it elsewhere.
I'm not, so I don't know where the fuck you're looking.
I actively try to poke the tamers.
Yeah, and it doesn't work.
No.
You know, we put up that meme of you blowing up the hospital and nothing. So, you know, I feel like the Digimon fandom that exists at the moment moved
the
past
casual.
versus the casual fan. Yeah,
Mm.
they just. I feel like I feel like they kind of understand that Digimon is different with every iteration. You know,
Our console war game.
our console war game.
Nice.
So I will give them. I will kind of give credit there.
I still think people will make videos like that.
Want to bet? Want to put money on it?
No. I don't have any money.
Yeah, you're not betting my money against me.
Yeah, that's how that would work. Ha! You owe me 20 quid. Can I borrow 20 quid?
Cat, give Meg a job, please. I'm exhausted over here.
But it has to be a very specific job that I can physically.
Give Meg a job. Get those super chats in so Meg has money to bet
Make
against
this
me.
my job. Then I'll do intros.
Always on the grift. See, that's what we could do. You could start grifting on YouTube and telling people why. You could tell people why Marvel sucks now, and it's why it's you know you could do all that shit,
Yeah.
and then it get called out by the Birdman.
Get noticed by senpai? I mean, I have about as many brain cells as those people anyway.
Well, I mean, you said that, not me. Digimon isn't big enough for those kinds of debates nowadays. Got to go look on specific places for them.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's the people who still argue that like the franchise peaked at Tamers stopped watching after Tamers, so they never watched Frontier, Savers, Cross Wars, etc. You know, they never they never bothered. So their knowledge is limited to what their nostalgia lets them remember.
They haven't watched it since they watched it.
No, and I guarantee they didn't read Seekers. They don't know what Liberator is. They've
never heard of Secret
They
Liberator.
don't interact with the modern elements of the
I
franchise.
feel like Time Stranger, because I know Survive didn't bring back a lot of people.
Yeah, which is sad.
But I feel like Time Stranger might bring in like a Cyber Sleuth kind of crowd.
Yeah.
At least. Anyone who was into it and played Cyber Sleuth.
See, the fun part is when Beat Break what Time Stranger and Beat Break will release relatively close to one another. So there is that element of things there where Survive needed some sort of like Ghost Game crossover pack.
Yeah.
Like we've said that before. Even if it spoiled things, it needed some sort of like evolution pack where you could raise up a Gamamon or a Jellymon or even just do them like the closed Agumon that you can get in Cyber Sleuth where they can evolve, but you probably shouldn't. Because then you don't have to spoil evolutions if you can just have them turn into different things.
Yeah.
Or you just lock them.
Or at the very least, that little Vmon?
Yeah.
Was it a Vmon at the end?
Oh, the Chibimon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could have just been a Gamamon.
That could have just been a Gamamon. Yeah, that could have been. Or a Gurimon.
Yeah.
But they wanted their 0-2 reference.
Yeah.
They did. But even then, I don't think Vmon is actually raisable in the game. So
No.
just put a Vmon out there. Like, or, you unlock it when you clear the game. Oh, that doesn't cross over for anything. But yeah, make it a Gurimon or a Gamamon or something. No Shield Gilmon for Tamers nostalgia. Yeah, for a game that is like so far removed from Tamers.
Yeah. But I feel like even like casual Digimon fans that would have looked at Survive, depending on the type of like gamer they are as well, they would have gone, oh, visual novel, ew.
And that is what happened.
Yeah.
Because even though the game advertised itself as a visual novel with minor RPG elements, these people got upset that Survive wasn't an RPG.
Yeah.
It wasn't just Fire Emblem but Digimon.
Yeah, that's what the videos are going to be when Time Stranger comes out.
Oh no,
The Digimon game we've been waiting for
Yeah.
instead of what we got. Survive.
What advertisements? There was YouTube videos and like previews and stuff. They talked about it that one time at Digimon Con, kind of, sorta.
After it, no.
Yeah, after it when they released all the information. No, it's
I feel like I saw. Maybe it's just
There
because
were-
the
but there-
algorithm was tailored to me to see
Yeah.
Digimon stuff. But I like, you just get random ads on Facebook, and I'd get like GameStop ads for Survive, and
I don't think we'll see what you think we'll see, where people will do YouTube videos on why Beat Break, is the worst thing ever.
I don't know if I think
But-
it's the worst thing ever.
Well,
but
just let me finish.
Yeah.
But I do think you will just see loud, what we refer to in Pokemon as Gen 1ers.
Mm.
We will just see very loud Gen 1ers, or I guess in maybe Tamer's case, Gen 3ers.
mm.
Ew, Hoenn. Ew.
But who tamers?
But yeah. I will see I think we will see very loud, but it's not really Digimon.
Yeah.
Like, that fucking argument will raise its head again. It's not real Digimon.
Mm.
You know.
See, I'm getting advertised a lot
which I
of
always find is a stupid argument.
at this stage. Yeah.
Well, not even that, but like even when Tamers came out,
Mm.
it stopped being about going on adventures in this crazy alternate dimension, and it started being about using your trading cards to power them up.
Mm.
I'm sorry, that is not, by your own thing, that's not really Digimon, quote unquote.
Yeah, by your own logic.
Yeah, because there's a gimmick to it.
Mm.
But sorry, go.
No, I've been, because I watched that one video
Mm.
of our friend playing
Digimon World 1?
World 1.
Yeah.
YouTube's been kind of going, hey, look at this retro streamer and this retro streamer. And
Hmm.
I'm like, I could see someone like that making a video. Like, because they would have watched Adventure and they would have watched the likes of Tamers, and that's generally where people fell off. And I can see those kind of people kind of going, oh, I'll get back into Digimon, give it a try, and then go, oh, this isn't Adventure and Tamers.
I think they're too lazy to do that.
I don't know, it's content.
I do not think that will matter in the grand scheme of things. I think people are too lazy. They'll just, when they can just vent on Twitter. Because they've nothing else going for them.
But if they're already people who make video
But they're
essays
all-
and shit, they're the kind of people I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't see it. It didn't happen for the other shows. I don't see it happening.
Mhm.
Like, remember that comment we got about Atmon, and all it was just cursing. It was just effing and blinding for like 6 paragraphs.
Oh, the
but
one,
there was
yeah.
no real point made in the.
Yeah,
It would just
they
be
couldn't
that.
answer the question
No.
of like what makes it not Digimon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
'Cause
And then
I
to-
say so.
yeah, and then to say I didn't ask for your opinion. I'm like, bitch, you came into my channel.
Yeah, you commented on my video about it.
Yeah. And you could have just not. That's what I mean. Either we're time traveling or this stream description has a glitch in saying it's December 31st, 1969.
Please screenshot that.
We are the time strangers. Please screenshot that, please.
1969. Nice. And it's my
Also,
birthday.
happy birthday. Happy birthday from the 60s.
Mhm.
Woo, doo, 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 doo. Da-da-da-dum, 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 da-da-da-dum. All right.
No, it says May 15th, 2025 on my.
Boo.
Boo.
I think Yuki's computer might be broken, but I still want the screenshot because that's amazing. We're podcasting from the past. Okay. Welcome to the world of yesterday.
funny. Every time this, because I have the stream open on my phone as well,
Hmm.
and every time we end the stream, for some reason, it sends me to like ASMR, like Tibetan bowls and
Oh, okay.
singing and stuff, and I'm like, wow, it must think I'm much angrier than I am.
Must be because I clicked on the stream before it started and it didn't update. How did you click on the stream back in 1969, though?
Where would they have had computers in it? Probably fucking
Like NASA or
NASA
something.
or the Pentagon or
Yeah.
something.
And they would have been like,
Yuuki.
they would have been computers like the size of this room, and they only
That would just be the
that would
the tower of
that would
it,
just be
yeah.
the tower of it. It would hold all of like 2 megabytes.
yeah. Welcome to the world of strangers. It would be.
So I don't believe we have actually any. Oh no, we might actually have something in gaming. Oh yeah, we got Mercurymon got a video, and there's something for Omegamon in source code. So
I was gonna say mute the tab for the beeps, but no, you're gonna have to play it first.
yeah, sadly. Well, not sadly, but I can't. I can't just mute the beeps. Maybe I can. Maybe there is a way to just off.
There is. It's called going into your settings in Discord, turning off those notifications, like every other app.
Yeah, I like the beeps. They remind me to check things. So, Central Tower Leader, Mercurymon. Now, you barely see like the human face under the mask, but one thing I think is really funny because of it, he looks like Garurumon's like inflated face in yesterday's 2020 episodes, especially here.
Yeah, because he's got the nose lump as well,
Yeah.
but obviously not as. You know what? From his nose up, he looks like those perfume bottles. They're like Homme and Femme or whatever, and one of them looks like a sailor. That's what his nose looks like. 'Cause it's got the underwear and then the little stripy sailor top.
Oh god! In the top,
like he's
the top of his snout is cleavage.
It is.
Oh, that's funny. And then this is from source code. And I'm like, it's something new at least. It's different from the animations that Time Strangers were using. And the Omegamon speaks.
Does it have the thing in the...
Look at all the lasers!
Yeah.
That was it. That was it. There's just like 2 seconds of lasers.
Does he have the crest thingy going on?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, he does. No. Oh yeah, yeah, he's. No, there's the human face, but I do think it's just funny, like when it has
when he's
those...
moving, you just don't see it.
Well, yeah, of course. But when you're getting those top-down camera angles, it is like Garurumon in that episode on Monday, where his face was just like
It was not
stung
him.
by a bee.
It was someone else.
He got stung by a bee.
Yeah. Hey, Corvidae.
Hey, Corvidae, welcome in.
Corvidae says, I do love the double spell circles on that attack.
Oh yeah, they're very cool. We have a new poll going. Your favorite armor evolution from the Digimental of Friendship.
I don't know.
I like Bitmon.
He simultaneously looks like cuddly and not cuddly.
The hedgehog one?
Yeah. How does it look cuddly when it's metal and spiky? I don't know, but it does.
I'm also loving this, like, Yu-Gi-Oh! Elemental Hero looking one here. Take a look at the
Who you vote for?
Lydramon, Rinkmon,
Not Rinka?
No, just rink, because skating rink.
Mm.
Epicmon,
Mm.
Stegomon, Rabbitmon, Togemogumon, Thunderbirdmon,
Mm.
and Kenkimon.
Kinkymon.
I do like Rinkmon. Rinkmon's pretty cool looking.
And Thepicmon's name just makes me think like,
You remember him from?
yeah, but the name makes me think of like sickness and septic. And,
Yeah. I
don't
just like
know.
that it looks like he's wearing like some version of Dora's mask. Um, there are options for the poll. The Digi referendum. What's called?
I know.
Referendum. Changing laws here, people.
It is a lowland sandshrew, that it is.
A lowland sandshrew. Brilliant. General. Podcast time traveling.
Yeah, there we go.
Wow. 1969.
It's usually even have that listed as a date.
I dig that. That's very fun.
Corvidae votes for Thunderbirdmon.
Thunderbirdmon's a good choice. So we got more new cards shown off for EX9.
Aw,
So you have this cute little Koromon
that looks like my
taking his
medication.
vitamins. And then we have a Sunomon eating his meat.
Hmm.
We got a new analog man
Ugh.
card.
Ew.
I love this.
That's terrifying.
Oh, it's still better than the other one.
Ugh.
Do you remember the other version of this?
I think so.
Oh, it's just a big old head. It's just a big head. And then this awesomely gross Raremon card.
Wow. Why is that less creepy than the man?
Because salarymen are sinister. Like, he looks like he's been in every...
He looks like he just followed me down an alleyway.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he looks like he's in every sort of, like, you know, I've seen enough hentai to know where he's come from.
I've seen enough Criminal Minds to know where he's going. They're at his grandfather.
I really love this card. I like whatever about the effects or anything, but I think there's just something really sinister about just being this creepy salaryman, as opposed to the other analog man card that we got.
You were gonna say Mon.
Yeah, I was.
Analog Mon. Oh, that thing, yeah.
Yeah, like it's fine, but
It looks like he drowned in Zordon's tank.
I was gonna say, yeah, which is funny because one thing I said was it's such a better art than that evil Zordon looking artwork we got last time.
There's a possibility that I read that without knowing
Without
I read it,
realizing
and that's
it?
where that came from.
Okay, but yeah,
So I'm not wrong.
I do think design-wise, like that one just feels a lot more sinister than whatever the fuck is going on here.
That looks like he, the first one, the new one, looks like he went after someone, and the second one is the revenge of whoever he went after, his brother. Drowned him after what he did to their sister.
God.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's just like I get what they're going for. Like, he's on a screen and it's like one of those old, like, just fucking CRT screens with the grainy filter on it, and like I get what they're going for, but
But he still looks like he's on an old grainy CRT TV in a vat of green liquid.
yeah, it's just kind of goofy compared to the new one, which is, you know, a lot more threatening. As much as a salaryman can be threatening, it is just a better design for the card.
Desmond said Stalker versus Stalker. At his grandfather, looks like her had a slightly better dressed cousin.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there was always that feeling that Karada was based on Analog Man, because they've very similar ideals and habits. There's a lot more similar to them than there's not.
Yeah.
But
Desmond said the revenge. You mean the revenge of Diablo Man?
but I think this is 10 out of 10 art.
Yeah.
I love how much I hate this. It's amazing. Also, Raremon just looks kind of silly as well.
He does a little bit. He look.
Like
I'm
one eye is pointing that way and the other's looking straight ahead. And
I'm so glad he has pointy teeth. Because Raremon has straight teeth.
has
and
real,
that doesn't
like,
make any sense.
He has people teeth.
He has people teeth.
Renamon is getting, Renamon's getting a deck all to herself,
Oh, okay.
similar to Belzebumon. What, last year or the year before, whenever that happened.
I mean, we got a husbando, now we got a waifu.
So the card lineup includes new cards for Renamon, Cubimon, Taomon, as well as Sakuyamon 8. There's also a card for Sakuyamon's special attack, Amethys Mandala, and a new plug-in option card to power it up beyond any previous Renamon deck. A deluxe version of a card in the deck is included at a low pull rate. Remember the Belzebumon got like this alternate art where everything was purple? Similar idea. And a small number of lucky decks. Deluxe is included at a low rate. And then a small number of lucky decks in which one of the cards is switched for an alternate version of it with deluxe specifications. So this is sure to interest collectors to like buy crates of the deck hoping for one card. Includes 2 to 3 new card types plus token cards needed for the Renamon deck as a bonus. 3 new card types are made as a bonus, includes 2 sets of them in addition to 1 Pipe Fox and 1 Uka no Mitama.
No, don't think about piping the fox.
The internet already has. They've laid pipe in that fox for years. So it's 1 pre-constructed deck of 54 cards. You get 60 sleeves, 1 playmat, and then the bonus cards, which are times 6 of 2. So 3 of each. Is it 3 new card types? Yeah. Includes 2 of them. Okay.
Can we chat there for a minute?
Oh, that might mean 8, but 6 bonus cards plus 2. So what is chat saying? There's also a S Starter Deck 22 might tie into Elysian, and one of the tokens implies Sakuyamon X. Nice. Incoming Sakuyamon tax. Yeah, the waifu tax is in full effect.
And Yuuki being a bully.
It's actually just a picture of AJ before putting makeup.
Analog Man or Raremon?
Be very careful with your answer here.
Someone's getting banned.
Be very careful.
Someone's getting kicked out of the attic.
Be very careful with your answer here.
The shotgun pointed at the attic now. Yes. For fuck's sake.
Timing Yuuki out.
You're really debating that, huh?
Bitch.
Looks like Raremon.
No, chat wants to be a cunt waffle. I can,
We're far enough into the stream that you can use that word?
Even if I'm not, I'll take the hit. So.
Be nice.
Anyway. Just take this down for a second. Nice. Alright, I think I can mute that tab now. We don't need it for anything else. And we can just
Yuuki had said stuff in media. Is that... Have we seen that? Is that the game stuff?
That was the media was the poll.
Oh, the poll. Yeah.
Oh, and then we got to look at the model kit for Kaiser Greymon. showed that off, and then we got to look at a silhouette of the Susanomon one that they've been teasing. They'll think it's just going to be a Garurumon one that you can put them both together. And there's a better image of it.
Yeah. Is there actually one behind that thing?
I think so, yeah.
And how hard is it for people to peer around it?
That I don't know, because there's another booth right next to it.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
So can you just get your phone around one side of it? I know that's in a glass case because I can see the line.
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. I feel like if
Probably not painted or anything.
no, I feel like it would have leaked out already.
Mm.
But that said, the model kit does look well.
Yeah, it does.
Like, I'm not going to be rushing out to get it myself, because I don't. It's just it is what it is. But I think they've done a good job with it. I'm looking forward to seeing.
Or if chat wants to see you build it.
Well,
super chats are open.
oh. Assuming it's a whole frosted box around the figure.
Another one for Imperial Dramon that got leaked. Above it?
Is it? Oh, yeah. Remember the weird looking Omegamon and Diablomon figures? There's an Imperial Dramon Paladin mode for this set as well, so that's kind of cool. Cannot make it.
No.
So, some new merch got out through China, and then we read that.
I read
last
that
time.
already.
So I think that's everything. Card game we did, gaming we did, manga. There's nothing new here till Sunday.
Yeah.
When we finally get around to reading Digimon comic. Yeah. No, I think that's finally it.
And then spicy.
No.
Aww.
No, nothing in spicy.
New. Boo.
Yeah, if it's a frosted box, that would make the most sense.
Yeah,
because then you can put whatever you want in it in the shape of
put a
Susanna.
yeah, cut out.
And
Yeah,
just put a fucking backlight
Light
behind
behind
it.
it,
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Just
Green? No.
no.
I'm just doing my stretches.
Yeah.
Yay! Big stretch. Don't forget to do your stretches.
Right, so well, I guess I'll put it up on screen because
Yeah.
it's not exactly spicy, but it's
Why do her boobs look shocked?
yeah,
It's like she's
because
going,
Funimon's chest plate has always upset me is not the word, but it's always just been kind of
wrong.
why.
Yeah.
But
She's blocking her eyes, which actually can't see anyway.
I don't know. She could see outside. She could see through that fucking cross star thing on her forehead. You don't know.
Her eyes, but either way, it's like she's not looking, so her boobs are, and they're like, ooh.
Yeah,
Because the
little jewel thing.
Yeah,
here,
it's a mouth.
just ooh. Yeah, I sure. So Hakaimon and Jogamon, sure. Why not? Why not?
Emperor's in September.
Emperor's in September. Oh, there was this new bit of art. Well, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fusion. Look at that, he's so happy. Happy little Garurumon. got this cool Stingmon.
Oh, that's nice.
In there, it's so good. And then hey, Proximamon, remember him? Here he is angsting over not being able to be on the show.
Ooh. Fun.
Yeah. I figured you'd like this.
Yes.
Also, what is that on the train tracks? Can't make that out. What is that on the train tracks that's about to get run over?
I really don't know.
And then the digital hazard symbol as the wallpaper design.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's a really good idea.
It's that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the thing you posted. So we're kind of back at the start.
Did we look at that?
What, the thing you posted?
Mm.
Well, you posted it, so I didn't think it needed to be.
It's just the.
Hold on. I'll make sure it doesn't show my email address or some shit.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, clever, aren't you?
I was just about to be like, but no, you know it's not lewd.
No, I know that, but I just wanted to make sure nothing popped up in the corner like sign
Yeah.
in here. No, we're fine. So Mimikyu, Lopmon, and Terriermon.
Yeah. It's so cute.
And they do all sorts of stuff.
Hmm.
And Miku, My Little Pony, I think.
Yeah. That cat, it looks very Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
Yeah.
No idea. It looks like it's from Monster.
Hmm.
Cool. Alrighty. So Meg plotting AJ's demise. It's not worth it to Meg to plot my demise unless we're married. Because until then, she gets nothing. And we're just gals being pals.
Mhm.
So, sorry. Oh, and we knew. Alrighty. So we'll get into chapter 13 now.
Aww.
And we'll get this comic read and review.
You can get the podcast. No, I can't if they don't sign into the computer before they die. If the computer is off, that's the end of it.
Yeah. Meg didn't want to learn, so Meg doesn't know any of the passwords. So
I wasn't allowed to learn until like today.
that's
And
not
you
true.
suddenly decided.
That is not true. I have offered before and you've gone, oh, but that's your thing.
You have not offered before. Hey. Have you been hanging out with Australians today?
No.
Even worse.
So, yeah, so cool. Nice cover art for chapter 13.
Hmm.
Cool boy picking up the Digicore, I guess,
Of
of
an
the
NPC?
of the Robo NPC, and it's interesting to see him look a bit more mature here.
Mm.
Like, not that he looks childish normally, but this looks like he's aged about 6 years compared to how we normally see him.
Yeah, like normally he looks like he's early 20s.
Yeah.
Here he looks like he'd be like 28.
Yeah.
He
He's
looks like his little puppy fat design has gone away.
yeah, like he's coming in on his 30s now or something.
Fitting time, man. I know. Lang. Thud.
Oh. Yeah, it's a Megamon X. We're finally seeing him.
Okay. Whack.
But Okuamon X,
Oh,
I
cool
guess?
one. Yeah.
Or Koagamon X? I cannot. I think Probably Kawagumon because of red, but
Yeah.
that could also
Oh
just
yeah,
be the whole
Okumon is.
area. Whole area is like orange.
Mm.
But
No, I feel like
still,
if he was white, he'd be.
it'd be noticeable.
Yeah, he'd be more orange in that light.
Yeah.
You want me to scream?
Each.
Slash.
Look at that. Ah.
Clink.
Yeah, see, he looks younger here.
He also looks like he's chewing bubblegum.
He does. He's
Or
like Roddy Piper in that movie.
or he's doing the like the puffy face. Slash. Ooh.
Ugh. I don't like that.
And the line down his face is so perfect, it looks like he's actually been slashed in two as well, you know, like just before they fall apart.
Yeah.
All right. It's safe now. You can come out.
Oh.
Oh? Who are you?
Oh, you're new. You're new.
Hmm. It's fine. Come on out.
Yeah. Here, kitty kitty.
I've cleared out all the characters in this area. But don't let your guard down just yet. Ooh.
Oh. Thunder. Thunder. Thunder.
Rumble. If you're planning to survive in this world, you'd better stay with a group. Think you'll be able to find some allies? Is it a motorbike of some description?
Vroom. Vroom.
Got it. He understands. Good boy. All right, off you go. I've still got things to check out here. I'll just casually lift this rock up out of the way. I know he's waving, but it also looks like he's just holding it back.
Holding this boulder behind him, yeah.
Is there a start to that word?
Oh.
Ooh. Now then. Finally, a clue. A blues clue?
It's in my head. We are looking for blues clues.
Is it really okay to come out? Says Desmond. Where do I even start with this?
Yes.
Zap. Since getting thrown into this world, how much time has passed in the digital world? Doesn't look like I'll be heading back anytime soon. I'll leave Lacuna to you. Maybe not Arisa. She's a bit psycho. She's a bit too enthusiastic about the job. Aww.
Oh. Where the fuck is Mirai?
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck is Mirai? Why is she not here?
Everyone.
Believe this.
Everyone. Okay. No, it looked like the start of a new sentence because the ... at the end.
Digimon card game. Digimon Liberator. Episode 13. James Bond. Skyfall.
that font gets me every time.
Oh?
Like
Oh,
it says
this-
Episui
Episode, yeah.
every time. The Skyfall. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah. Ah, the sky is falling.
Ruby Mountain, the Inferno Zone.
Ooh, new outfit!
Ah!
Look at him go! And
Tapagumon Ace, direct attack. Ding 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 ding. Kazuma.
disgust.
Yes, got it.
High five. Oh, he's so happy.
Yeah.
Nice work.
How was that battle just now?
Also new outfit. Okay, so the new arc has begun.
Hmm. What should you give him? Oh, I can't do that.
Not bad, I guess.
Well, guess I'll die.
When I start paying for Nitro again, we'll turn this into a sticker. This is great.
Why the weird reaction, Sensei? You do it, or do I have to do
Nope,
it?
you're reading.
Watching from the sidelines, you made a ton of misplays.
I'll do.
Whip? Did he just whip him?
He's like,
Oh, like an ace attorney.
yeah.
Say what? Those moves you did when... I see. Looks like you've shaken off that annoying habit of giving up halfway.
Fuck.
When it comes to instincts, you were sharper back in the day.
Oh.
Seriously? Aren't you idealizing the old me a bit too much, Owen? It's the truth, so deal with it.
Cope and seethe, noob. Mauled. Old you was better at this.
Scroll up for a second. I don't know. It's
He
just
looks like a doll.
he does, and I know he's leaning back, but like he's kind of going, yeah, well, you know, fobbing him off with his hand or whatever.
Yeah,
But it looks like he's a really tiny baby hand.
like the strap on his arm makes it look like a joint. He's like a fucking BDJ doll or something.
Mm. But on the flip side, that just means you've still got room to grow. Someday you'll be able to give me a real fight.
Like he didn't just save the world.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't see you saving the world, Owen.
That whacked hand anatomy. Yeah, it's like a baby hand.
Maybe.
Oh, when's that gonna happen? Ugh. At this rate, maybe 3 years from now? No doubt. 3 years?
3 years. You gotta stretch out the. You gotta stretch it out with the font.
But that's not stretched out.
You gotta imagine what this sounds like looking at that expression.
Like he screamed.
Yeah.
3 years! Ah!
3 years. Like that.
Just shut up and listen. Why, you. Oh,
Come on, get haughty, Meg.
what way did you do her? Do her voice.
Phrasing.
What way did you do her voice? Roll back up. I need the words. Lately, I just can't get used to this.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Go bring her to the castle.
The castle, yes.
I love Terramon so much.
Huh? I've never seen Owen this happy before.
This is happy.
Speaking of which, about that move. What about it?
What about it?
What about it? Who's saying this?
Be Elizamon, right?
No, because she said he's never been so happy. So,
Oh, is it maybe this is probably Terramon then?
what kind of tamer is he anyway?
Oh no.
Oh no, okay.
No, it is still Elizamon.
What kind of tamer is he anyway? Who?
Who?
Just Owen's friend, okay? Friend, huh?
Is someone jealous?
He used to have this cool lone wolf thing going on.
Hey, old outfits.
What? Don't tell me you're sick of him. Quite the opposite. He's totally adorable now.
Oh.
Oh. Well, good for you, I guess. Anyway, thanks for being there for him. Even he's been nice to me lately. I feel like that should have been he's
even been like, yeah.
He's even been nice to me lately. Thanks for becoming friends with Owen. You want to go? Bring it on! Tell that to Shoto, not me.
I love this space.
It's funny because the voice you do for Terramon is a Shoutmon voice, and obviously I can't do that. But he's starting to look like Shoutmon.
He is starting to look like... That is Shoutmon's face, yeah. Yeah, when Shoutmon would get really angry, this is just Shoutmon's face, yeah.
Well.
She's so happy.
She's a big fat baby, look at her. Someday. By the way, Terramon, you good? Huh? That's Ephigamon Ace card, right?
I have that.
You do. After that card was used, it looked like you were struggling. Seems like those two haven't noticed, though. They're a bit busy. Now kiss.
I'm just thinking. Arisa and Violet get super, super very jealous.
Oh. Flap. He's not flapping. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. Hold up. That card's not normal, is it? You should tell your tamer. I said don't worry about it.
Oh, is this gonna be like when they made a big deal out of like Shoutmon not being able to hold the cross together for a whole episode, and then everything was fine because he hit some rocks in a field.
Mm-hmm. Bugging you that much, you go tell Shoto.
I really hope her response is, "Bitch, I might."
Go back up. It looks like she's doing an eye twitch because they haven't fully circled that eye.
Yeah.
It looks like she's got the...
You'd speak to me like that?
I'm staying out of it. Seriously? Oh, she's a puppy. Something happens, don't say I didn't warn you. Nothing's gonna happen, alright? Thanks for worrying about me. Huh? Jeez. Garden Avalon, Inner Sector. Hello. She's sad because we can't see her butt anymore.
Yes, that's why she's sad. Because
she can't show off anymore.
Because you can't perv on her.
She can't show off anymore.
Put me in this stupid coat.
My waifu tax is gone. Yao King Lan, private room.
Ooh.
Looks like she's sitting in a teacup. Oh, she's really blue. Is she frozen?
I'll let it go, will you? Hacker Yao!
Hacker troll Yao.
Hanging out with Dunasmon.
Tap. Beep.
Why is that the Supreme font logo?
Sock.
Sock.
That's what it says, right?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. These guns aren't invisible.
Yeah, he's actually pointing a gun and not a finger.
FBI, open up. Holy.
Is that Red Ranger?
It does look like him, yeah.
What does that say?
Thud.
Thud. Ah!
Oh no. She's getting arrested for committing hate crimes on the internet. Elizamon, who's the new girl? Terramon, he's a boy. Elizamon, who's the new boy? He's 1,000% going to never let him live the I told you so down if something happens. And I hope so. I'm here for it because it's nice to see Elizamon have a personality that's not just, oh,
Or just in the background going,
yeah. 3 days. Yeah. You posted mean things on Reddit. You're under arrest.
I feel like she's getting kind of Penelope Garcia here.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She's running away. Why I oughta.
So this is the Run for Money sequel, huh? We'll get a glimpse at Yao's wrist, and she'll be wearing a green vital bracelet.
Yeah, you should unplug things before you pick them up. So funny if the next scene is her getting dragged back by the laptop wire.
I do not like the perspective. I feel like the screen needs to be sideways for this.
Well, it should, because you're supposed to be reading it on a mobile phone.
Yeah, but unless you lock the screen in place, it's gonna tilt with the...
You can do that. Or you can just tilt it very slightly. Or turn your head.
Hurts.
Yeah, it feels like we've just gone upside down.
Yeah. Oh no, we're in the upside down?
Uh-oh. Thump.
Oh. Just ran smack into Cool Boy, did she?
Broke her leg.
What is this knee? Yeah, jeez. Oh.
He has no eyes behind those glasses. The one you see all the time is just a... They're a screen. Lady. Lady Yao.
Oh, Omekamon.
Mekamon? Ah! Sorry, Omekamon. No need to apologize. I know, he looks kind of like a robot.
Yeah.
Is that him again? You look exhausted. Will you be logging out for today? That's not an option. With Sensei gone, I have to hold things together. Beep, 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 beep.
Look at them thighs.
Mm-hmm.
Not much else going on here.
Yeah, they made that t-shirt a bit too flat, didn't they?
Yeah, the t-shirt's fault.
On that note, I have good news. We've located Cool Boy. For real? The data Cool Boy left behind, we've partially decrypted it. Some of it contained a program designed to track him.
I love that he's just on a big monitor.
That's a relief. I'm surprised he prepared something like this for you. Oh, I'm surprised he prepared something like this just for you, Lady Yao.
Not fair, they gave AJ 2 Omegamon in one chapter. Omegamon does not count.
I mean, he does. Could it be that he foresaw this entire situation? Hard to say. But this confirms it.
Oh.
Ooh. Sensei suspected Unchained. Tracking program you decoded just now. That proves it. It's a difficult theory to accept. It looks like he's crying because he's glitching. Why? If it's true, then it means Lord Unchained abducted Cool Boy.
Lord Unchained. I suppose he did call her Lady Yao, so he's got a posh Lord and Lady
But
aesthetic to him.
if non-binary,
I don't know.
I guess he asked.
Ah!
You're gonna make the face-off meme with you, Chong, aren't you? I could see the gears turning there.
That is a Digimon Tamer's fucking card/face if ever there was
Yeah.
one. Fitting for like a card game based comic book, but also fucking Unchained looking very masculine.
Yeah. Have they just decided this episode that they're masculine?
Is the one back here?
No. There.
Yeah, looks like they've made them
More masculine, whoever's drawing them today. I wonder what the Japanese says.
probably just don't know.
There's no lady version. No. Other than
Hey? No, that's princess.
it's princess. I don't know.
Anyway.
Not that we'll be able to read it anyway. And yet, we still have no way to guess why. Sensei must know the reason. That's why we need to get him back fast. Omekamon, where is Sensei now? Oh, that was more.
A bit more. Give it a bit more.
Where is Sensei now?
Yeah.
This is even harder to believe. But there's no mistake. Cool Boy is currently playing a game separate from Liberator. It might be more accurate to say he's trapped there. We attempted a forced logout from an external connection, but...
Cyclops!
He's stuck in Ace Attorney.
Oh, I need to grab this and just put like the padlocks on.
His body appears to be bound to the game. He's rejecting logout entirely. Bound to the game?
Try that again.
Bound to the game?
Closer.
You want me to yell?
No. Okay. Bound to the game?
But she's yelling.
And that's why she's yelling.
You mean his metadata is stuck in there? You want me to do the voice acting?
I'm trying to coach you. I'm trying to make you better. I'm trying to help. You always say, I don't know how to do these things, so I'm trying to help. Bound
To the
game? Do you mean his metadata is stuck in there?
That's exactly what I just did.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
You might think it is, but it's not.
Well, too bad. I told you I don't do voice acting. No way! It's true. Cool Boy is currently imprisoned inside that game. Cross.
Blade?
X-Ross.
I love this. This background is
It would be great if we could get the words off it.
yeah, it'd be a cool ass wallpaper.
Cross CONNECTIA. CONNECTIA?
Well, that is end of part 1. Well, like I have like Part 2 ready to go?
Oh, what's the first one?
What?
What's the first one?
The list.
Oh,
Probably.
close Analog Man card as well, so we don't get jump scared by him later.
What? Oh, these sneezes are gonna kill me one day.
You have hay fever.
I don't. But so this is an interesting one.
Yeah, he's locked in another game.
But how are the NPC units also in the other game?
Well, that they're not necessarily.
Did Unchained bring them over, or?
Or he what's the in it as well? So is it the old game that Hookmon was in?
Seems to be, yeah. Cross Connectia, yeah.
They got out of it, and they're in like a little pocket dimension, and now he's been sent into it.
Yeah, but it's also a game that included Digimon, so that's interesting.
So was theirs.
Well, yeah, Lacuna is. That's what I mean. Cross Connectia was also a game that included Digimon. Like obviously we knew that from the Hookmon thing, but it's just interesting that like he's obviously talking to something new. So very curious to see what that is when it's revealed properly.
Yeah.
But I just don't get why the NPCs from Liberator would be here too, because
Well, maybe
they're meant to be tour guides and like judges and shit.
Maybe they're based on something from that game. Maybe that's like a.
It could just be an idea he carried over from one to
Yeah.
the other. Yeah, that's entirely possible. I do like the back and forth between Shoto and Owen. I do like that Owen is kind of thawing out.
But I like how they're like in the background while the other two are talking, and they're like, "If you see you with that move,
Yeah,
what move? What did I do?"
and that's really good because it happens so often in comics and even like animation and such, even live action television, where you could have 4 characters on a screen, but it's almost like as soon as it shifts its perspective to 2 others, the others just blip out of existence. But this actively gives you the feeling of that as this conversation is going on, these 2 are just bickering and 5 yards ahead of them. So that's really fun. Wonder what's happening with I wonder what's happening with Teromon. I nearly called him Shotomon for a second. Teromon not being able to handle the power, I guess, of
The Ace one?
of Zephigamon Ace. I wonder if is it just going to be the bit from Cross Wars where Shoutmon was, oh, I can, my body's too weak to be the center of the cross, for an episode.
Well, I suppose once he became Zephigamon the first time, and that card got grayed out.
Yeah.
Maybe that was kind of to restrict him from that. So then maybe the Ace card is.
Well, the 8th card also technically shouldn't exist because it was a rewrite.
Yeah.
So it could be whatever power source it conjured it.
Yeah.
Is the reason.
And I'm saying if that's more powerful again, that might be.
That time I got isekai'd with an NPC to an old game that I created. Now I must find my way back. Available in manga stores near you.
Schoolboy's gonna run into Rico. I mean, they're both digital people now, right?
Probably not likely. Fun thought though. It was good to see backstory on how Yao and Coolboy first met. It gives a lot of context now that we have that to a. Oh, that's fun. It gives context to. Oh, new Tropium one. Okay. That's the only one for today? Weird. Okay. Where's the Liberator thread? So, 2 weeks ago, a little bit more, I guess. We got this. So now there's like, we got this a month ago.
Yeah.
Before, like, when did 13.1 actually come out? Like, oh, because I closed the thing. Thanks.
Why, thanks. You're the one who closed it.
You said.
I told you to close analog, man.
Yeah, I can do this. Oh, April 10th. Wow, this one's been sitting there for a while. So I didn't realize it came out a month ago. Jesus. We really haven't missed that much.
No.
I thought we were miles behind on things, but we're not. We're really not. If this only came out like a month ago, and like it's nearly a month now since 13 part 2, and we still don't have 14 part 1, and debug 9 and 10 now are as long as if we were to just get debug 9, 1, and 2. We haven't really missed a whole lot. It feels like we've missed more. Huh. I don't like that for some reason. But anyway, right? So if this came out April 10th, it makes sense why we got this art on the 14th.
Yeah. Yuuki said just scroll a little further up.
13.1. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Digimon Liberator.
Liberator, yeah.
There he is with the chains.
So this one came out on the 21st.
That's the face it looked like he was making when I said it looked like he was chewing gum.
Yeah. Or having like puffy cheeks.
Mm.
Yeah, we don't get like today we're getting 14 part 1.
Mm.
But like we'll be well caught up before this even before this drops. So oh, just on that, I will make people aware. Just while I have Discord open here. Looking at the schedule, we're going to be doing debug 9 and 10 together because the new debugs are so short. If they continue to be as short as they are, we'll let them double up before we do them, because there's no point in doing a stream for one chapter if it's only going to be like 6 paragraphs long.
Yeah, it'll be like an hour tops.
Yeah, like
it'll be like the Seekers episode.
It'll be like the Seekers episodes, and that's just
Not that we don't love going live, but it just seems like not a waste. Waste is the wrong word. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, there just doesn't seem to be enough content, especially with the amount of extra stream. Not that we've done extra, but with the streams that we've done in such quick succession between Wargame, 51 to 53, 54 to 56, and now this.
Yeah, like we've been live 3 times this week already.
Yeah, like we've burned through stuff that I would normally show Meg every 3 to 4 days.
Yeah.
So, like what we do with the comic, exactly. But because with debug, we used to just do it per debug. So like 9.1 and 9.2, for example. There is no 9.2 this time. It's just 10. So we may as well just do them collectively. What really annoys me as well is there's no new artwork. Like this new it's like this new season started and the production budget just went, nah. I suppose if they're going to be releasing them more rapidly, maybe we'll get artwork once in a while. Maybe there is just budget constraints to, like, if these are going to start going out instead of like tips and columns.
Yeah.
Maybe it is just like, well, we can't, like, just paying for all that art is. Maybe there is something to it there.
What did we learn?
Nah, that's in line with how the novel gets shafted.
Is it the person who's funding this is like the person who works for the card game?
Oh, he's like the producer for the card game or something.
Yeah. Yeah, that was this. I wasn't sure if that was this. Hey, maybe he's just running out of money.
So
they're like, keep going, but we're not giving you everything.
Yeah, so just for like next week, it'll be 9 and 10 together. And then by the time we loop around when I go through my on-call week, When we come back on the 4th, that'll be we'll probably have chapter 13 then.
Yeah.
And then we can do debug 11 and 12 if they're out, and then I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, because at some point we are just going to run out of Liberator content.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get caught up faster than we think. So, but anyway, back to this. Anything particular about the chapter that stood out to you?
Well, I like the idea that he's in his old game.
Right.
That's one place to banish him to. I don't know. I don't understand why Close would banish him to this game. Close. Unchained.
Unless Unchained is from this, and it's like revenge for something.
Yeah. Yeah, because they really want to take down Liberator, don't they?
Yeah, that's what
Or
the
do they want
Machinamon were for.
Or do they want to take down Lacuna as a whole?
Unsure.
I can't remember.
Their motives are complex. So like the story hasn't exactly been straight about what exactly Unchained's ultimate goal is. Like there is an element of taking down Lacuna.
Yeah.
But we haven't given the context as to the hows and whys.
Yeah, maybe it is connected to this old game, and that's how the other ones were able to live in the pocket dimension. I don't know what else to call that except a pocket dimension. He literally slipped into a pocket.
Yeah. Anything else?
Yao's backstory. It was very
I'm a hacker. Oh shit, the cops.
Yeah. It's funny. I'm wondering, right? Was he out looking for her anyway, or was it pure coincidence she ran into him?
I wonder if he was out looking for her anyway. Because if she was this
like he was tracking her at the same time they were tracking her.
Yeah.
Or he was at least tracking their investigation to find her.
Yeah. What I did like here, and there's been shades of it throughout the comic as a whole. But this is how she sees him. She's having a Prince Charming kind of moment here with him here. Like
it's funny though.
Like it's very obvious. Like she crushes on him.
Yeah. Well, it's funny that with people chasing her and then she runs into someone, it's like, would you not be suspicious of him? How do you know he's not one of them? Is it because he has no eyes?
Yuuki says, whether this is all according to Keikaku, we will have to wait and see. Keikaku means plan. Yuuki just had to translate that bit for us.
Yeah.
Next, you'll be telling me people die when they're killed. Yeah. Okay. I do like Elizamon and Terramon's rapport. Like, I do like that they're getting on, like, because Elizamon is still so new to the group, and with Owen being so standoffish, she didn't really have the same, like, if this was an anime, she would feel like the recent addition to the team, because like the girls seem to be like seem to be besties now.
Yeah.
Even if Close is like an AI, they're just like, no, you're still one of our best friends. We don't care about that. You're awesome. Can we poke your poke your boobs and stroke your hair? That is actually what happened. Well, maybe I'm exaggerating part of that, but basically that's what happened.
Aris's hands were asking for those boobs.
That's basically what happened. Yeah. Basically. Desmond wants to be Yao's knight in shining armor.
Aww.
That is cool, boy. I'm sorry. I'll have to fight cool boy for that honor, I think.
Desmond could be cool. How's your hacking, Desmond?
Desmond also says Yao needs a hacker's memory game.
Well, we just saw her hackers.
It didn't go well. But yeah, no, I do like the rapport between Terramon and Elizamon. These two just kiss already.
Yeah.
You know?
I do feel as well with Yao. I think it's funny, you know, she's like in the hoodie and she's like
Yeah.
this almost like a
Oh, you can
kinda,
see her like knocking back the monster energy. And...
yeah, and also listen to some kind of like emo music or something.
Yeah.
And that gives me vibes again of Penelope Garcia in Criminal Minds. Because when we meet her first, she's the Black Queen.
Oh yeah.
And she's all dressed up, you know, in goth gear and fishnet, like the sleeves we all used to wear.
See something.
And then as soon as she works for the FBI, it's, you know, she's the happiest, most wholesome person there is and really colorful.
I was hoping I was hoping if not here that there was an energy drink on her desk on one of these, but
yeah, I still fully believe.
I feel like it would have been here.
Yeah, I still fully believe that page she's looking at says "suck," SUCC. That's it.
Yeah,
that's it. They just caught her looking at.
Let's not. Let's not go there.
Schoolboys OnlyFans.
She didn't know who he was yet.
Or did she? Maybe that was her plan all along to run into him.
May 5th, Digimon Liberator side story Cross Connecticut arc is starting. So the novel is going to be focusing on Cross Connecticut as well.
Mm-hmm.
CONNECTIA.
Connecticut.
Yes.
Cross Connecticut. Stabbed.
Okay.
Meg just described herself.
Well.
Yeah, I mean, a little kid curled up in my hoodie most days.
Look, we'll move into 13-2.
Then when I went away, I bought a bright pink dress.
Yeah, that you did.
Well, it feels like I have a splinter.
Oh no.
But I don't. I can't. I can feel the pain of it, but I don't have one.
So they didn't get new season costumes.
No. But the mommy in summer clothes.
Also, Yuuki, they made her itty bitty.
They did.
I feel like she was bigger than that. Did they nerf Yuuki?
Was it the jacket? Is it just because her top is baggy?
She's part of the itty bitty brigade. Itty bitty titty brigade.
Committee.
Yeah.
Itty bitty titty committee.
I like her for her personality. So, 48 hours later. So this is picking up from, I guess, Omekamon and Yao's conversation. Look at this nerd. Look at this nerd. Look at this nerdling. Nerdlinger. Look at him.
I like his glasses. Or I could buy those on Firmu. I love that he has the dinosaur on his jacket.
Oh, yeah. It's
I
pretty
think
good.
it's a Tyrannomon, is it? Or is it Dynamon?
I think it's Dinomon. Oh, no. That is Tyrannomon.
Nice.
And he's got the Vital Bracelet on, and he's carrying a V-Pet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, and Mommy has claw nails.
And then we go into this art style, and everyone loses all their features. What the fuck is this? Did the budget run out?
I mean, that's my reaction if I was to walk in and see her there as well.
Well, we do know he's crushing on her.
I mean, who isn't?
Fair. But she's also a married woman, so, you know.
Go back to the picture where her hands are showing. She does have a wedding ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have been kind of funny if they never drew a wedding ring and she was a married woman. Oh, sorry. I was just distracted by her. Avalon briefing room. Hey, teacher. It's so hot. God, what kind of voice did you give him?
Yeah, quiet down, you.
Quiet down, Yuuki.
Like a nerd.
We're inside Liberator, so it's not really hot. But I feel hot. My clothes are making me sweat. It's getting hot in here.
Put it in a vial, sell it on eBay.
Oh, home use. Okay, I was like, what the hell word is that?
Home use.
Home use. Like a masseuse.
Yeah.
A moose.
Moose.
Is she saying this?
Yeah.
I mean, we finally got the home use tail dev kits. Spark. There we go. Oh, Sparkle. The Yuuki you see is an image.
Aww.
Aw.
So she's not getting a costume change this season, huh?
Oh, that would have been so much fun.
Yeah, the sports bra and tracksuit bottoms look is pretty good.
Hmm.
And she's also doing the thing.
The hard thing, yeah.
Yeah.
And is she peace signing this way?
Hmm.
Like she's handing you the peace sign?
I guess.
We can run around Lacuna in cute summery outfits. So why of all days do we have to come to Idea HQ and log in using these clunky work devices? And in this scorching heat.
Oi.
He's just like, oh, I wish she was wearing less in this heat. Even Ryu came all the way from overseas for this.
Okay, this is urgent then.
Well, Cool Boy's missing. Meanwhile, everyone else is out there rocking their summer gear.
I love. No, you know what? Okay, 10 out of 10 for them actually addressing this and it
Yeah.
not just being this like. It's not that we're shafting the novel crew. We're actually giving you a plot reason why they're still in their original outfits.
Yeah.
I wonder if I do hope it means that like
They'll get them?
they'll get them later. They're just the designs aren't ready yet. So
Be.
if we draw attention to it now, it won't look like we forgot.
Mm.
Because they still need to introduce Mirai, and he still has to match up with the original poster.
Mm.
Be weird if she just turned up in a whole different outfit.
Yeah.
So
It's not fair. It's so hot. You were dressed cool enough before we got here. That's not the point. I'll explain everything now.
she's just coming up out of the floor.
Oh, Hyo-chan, morning. Good morning. Morning, Yuki-chan. Morning, Winter-chan. What a stupid name. You're as lively as ever.
See, even she gets a cute summer outfit.
Yuki's the loud one.
Anyway. Look at that face.
What? Who's saying anyway?
It's her.
Anyway. Why are we the only ones who got called to HQ? What pressure. Overwhelmed. Okay. Everyone's here now. Attention, please. What?
Attention, please.
You definitely weren't getting me to do that.
No.
Listen up.
Talk to the hand, bitches.
I'm about to give you all a very special mission. Ooh.
She's very intrigued.
Hmm.
You know, just based on her art here, and if we can just jump back up to the first page for a second. Does she always have her eyes closed? Because she's looking more like suspicious fox anime character in this chapter than usual.
Yeah.
Does she always have her eyes closed?
I can't picture her with them open, actually, now that you say it.
Neither can I. That's why I'm wondering. It's just been that long since I've seen her that I don't exactly remember. Are her eyes always closed?
Oh, scroll back there for a sec.
Hmm?
Back to Yuuki. There. No. Yeah. Again.
What?
She's got more of a curve there than she does above.
Could just be perspective then.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, look, her eyes are closed here as well. Okay.
Yeah, someone go back to the first chapter we see her in. Her first artwork or whatever, and tell us if her eyes are open.
Yeah.
But first, let's review our current situation.
Hey, Ringer. Good to see you.
Hey, Ringer.
Altea has made the meeting.
Yeah.
I guess if they're logged in, that makes sense.
Yeah.
They're not actually in
Like
this
they're
office.
in. Yeah, they're in HQ in the big idea machines or tail machines or whatever.
Yeah. But
And now they're
generating an office for them to be in. Okay, so are we going to learn about this plan, or
No, she's catching them up on what the situation is, and we've just had that, so we don't need that. Wait, so you're saying Cool Boy is?
Oh, that's really good detail.
Stuck inside that CONNECTIA game?
Hey. Got the same vital bracelet I do.
Oh, look, we didn't have to zoom in on the other
Oh,
picture.
it's just here, yeah.
He looks so happy, and he's like, that's bad. That's bad.
Like, bad as in good, or bad, like awesome, kind of, like, is it old 90s lingo for bad?
That's bad. That's sick, dude.
Yeah.
Totally not tubular. I don't know. On top of that, we just discovered that
They're always closed, but the novel doesn't have enough pictures for us to notice.
Mm.
That's probably what it is then.
Yeah. On top of that, we just discovered that Zenith's lost character data, which should have been wiped out during the incident, was also transferred to that same game.
So is this how he becomes a cult leader?
Zenith's character data? We thought it was completely corrupted and lost. But while searching for Sensei, we found out the truth. The Imperial Dramon destroyed the data, but somehow, along with the shattered map, everything was...
It's a cool logo.
It's kind of like the Gucci logo. Is it Gucci?
Or...
No. Let's see, Coco Chanel.
Yeah.
How did I not get that? Two C's together. It's like those
With-
gates
with
near us.
the Xenoblade X through it.
Yeah. Like that person who has the gates. Where my parents live, they have the big Coco Chanel gates.
Oh gosh,
The
yeah.
big C logo on it. Oh, they're awful. But somehow, along with the shattered map, everything was transferred to CONNECTIA. Yeah, Zenith! I heard his data was corrupted, but that he was fine. About that.
He's got Eden syndrome.
After the whole incident settled down, he vanished too.
Don't want to be right.
His family and friends filed a missing persons report. Well, if
He's trapped in the game.
if Cool Boy's body is trapped in there, then his is too. Missing? Gone? Excuse me for a moment. Suzune? I had a hunch about Zenith, since my husband mentioned it offhand, but...
Ringer says, just watch, Suzune's gonna have an epic character moment and open her eyes like Ian from Bleach.
Or the dad, from, the Yakuza dad from Ace Attorney.
Oh no.
That was like the worst thing that ever happened. She's gonna live up and...
Hopes and dreams were shattered that day.
Yes.
Hopes and
That's
dreams
the worst
just
thing I've ever seen in my
crumbled.
life.
Yeah, she's just Brock.
Yeah.
Yay.
Hmm.
I think I mentioned it offhand, but
But Schoolboy is trapped inside that game, correct? That's correct.
she's like, oh no, where are you going with this?
Then I wonder where his real body is now. This is Yo.
Nope, this is still her.
Okay. The issue of full dive device malfunctions had long been resolved prior to the development of Tail. Yet, for some reason, the so-called Alice glitch has occurred.
Alice glitch.
All ice? Are they frozen?
Are we getting reference to Alice the Alpha? No fucking way. Oh!
Oh! Hello!
I wasn't expecting that.
Am I correct in assuming as much? The Alice glitch. Over 20 years ago, early full dive machines, like the Alice Pod Mark II, were plagued by a fatal system error. When a user's brainwaves synced too deeply with the application,
Eaters were born.
their consciousness would become trapped inside a black Agumon. And unable to return to their body. When the issue was discovered, the Alice Pod Mark II was immediately recalled. It stunted full dive tech's research and economic growth for years. But today we fully understand the cause of the phenomenon. We have clear, cost-effective solutions. I wonder when they were starting to do this, was it like those machines in Seekers and everyone shit themselves and threw up?
I think, yeah, that is the vibe I'm getting. The W or 1000X. Unless this is somehow foreshadowing to Elysian. Oh, maybe. Oh, so Elysian might actually be connected to Liberator rather than just a shared concept. Oh, that'll be fun. We might actually finally be getting a Liberator video game.
Full dive machines are now completely safe. Of course, Tail is also designed to prevent the Alice glitch. Rest assured. Then what about Cool Boy?
Oh.
You can't see me. You can't see me. I'm sorry. That's...
It's all gone over Yuki's head, hasn't it?
Yuuki? Whoa, whoa. Cool Boy must be trapped inside some other game, right? Pointing!
Actually, point!
Then there's only one thing to do. We're going to save him. And while we're at it, we'll recover Zenith's data. 2 birds, 1 stone. Plus, we get to explore an unknown game. That's 3 birds, 1 stone. I can thumbs up, do a thumbs up. Yeah. Only dubs, no losses.
You know, the dubs are good people.
Yuuki.
That is not Winner. That is the other character wearing Winner's outfit. The fuck?
I never expected you to casually throw around idioms like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Why not? That's like one of the most common ones there is. Come on, teacher, that's brutal.
Oh, is she doing the weird, like, the anime ball? That's so retro. Do anime characters do that anymore?
I don't know, we don't watch enough anime. Hey, for the record, I'm a college student. Yeah.
He's so tiny.
Yeah. Well, he's like 10, literally.
He's no, I'm sorry. This is that meme of like the tall girl holding the small one to the wall, waiting to happen.
Oh no, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't put that out there. He is child.
See, she knows. She knows.
She's judging you for saying that. Suzune.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. I'll explain everything later. Yao-chan? Huh? I should be the one apologizing. Just thinking about the possibility of the Alice glitch in Tail. I got all tense worrying about real-life stuff. Totally unlike me. But now that you mention it... That kid really helped me calm down, which means the cause lies elsewhere.
don't bonk me. Don't bonk me. You know I'm right.
Literal child. Stop it.
I never said it had to lead to anything, but you could see her picking him up and just like slamming him against the wall and be like, I'm your elder, you little brat.
She won't, because she knows he's smarter than her. That's why she calls him teacher. Without a doubt. Tail system itself isn't malfunctioning. Then let me help.
What are we doing? Sway.
Like a switch.
Yeah.
Let me help.
He's a precious drinking buddy of my husband. Cool Boy and her
Cool Boy and her husband go out drinking?
I cannot see Cool Boy with a pint in his hand.
No. Not sake, maybe.
Hmm.
I'll take on this mission with everything I've got.
That she should be doing, though.
No, because she's doing a hair swish.
You can do one into the other.
Ah, thank you. Hey, Crocs. Oh, but can I expect some overtime pay?
Clever girl. Clever girl.
Of course. All right, let's go over it one last time. Sensei and Zenith's data are currently trapped in another game called CONNECTIA.
Yes, we're putting a cyclock here.
Mm-hmm. This game was in development before Liberator, but never completed. It's a land of unfinished mechanics, abandoned assets meant for Liberator.
Okay, so that would explain the NPC you said.
Yeah. Ah.
Why is he doing the...
He's about to do something evil. Expect a whole mess of unpredictable bugs. I've already distributed the backdoor portal items to everyone.
Okay.
What did that say? Swoom? Vroom. Only the most reliable members are here today.
Fuck you, Mirai. Also, fuck you, Shoto and Owen, I guess.
And Arisa.
And Arisa and Close and Violet.
Violet.
And...
Like they're busy shopping. Everyone, please save Sensei. Understood.
Wow.
Back
That
to
is
that
some,
art
that
again.
is some Yu-Gi-Oh face right there.
Yeah. Is that just the same picture from earlier?
No, I don't think so.
Yuuki looks the same. I feel like that's the same art from earlier.
Possibly.
I'll go back and look later. Flash.
Ah.
Looks like they're getting sucked up into pipes.
Yeah.
Like the Futurama thing.
Or like fucking the Power Rangers teleporter.
Take care. Or at least that's what I tried to say all cool like. Huh? Yuki-chan? Sorry, Yao-chan. Something about unfinished game keeps bugging me.
We're gonna go visit Jessmon, huh?
It's just one thing I have to check before heading over. Is it okay if I take a small detour first? Fine. Happy helped. Yay! Thanks, Yechan! Alright, I'm off.
Zuna and her husband are actually a poly drinking buddy. It's her code for something else.
We better hope. Cool boy is the age we think he is. Ah, wait up, Yuuki-chan!
What is this pose?
She froze. I forgot to mention something to everyone. There's already someone else over there ahead of you.
Ah.
Once you meet up with the others, tell them to look for someone named Mirai. Okay.
Finally. We're finally getting to
And
meet our
she
goggle girl.
Has a Togemon? Tiny Togemon?
No, it looks like the things from Animal Crossing.
Joyride?
Yeah, whatever those are based on. They're all it starts
Coco?
with a H. No, not Coco. The things that
Coco looks like that.
not what.
Empty. Dead.
Fuck off. You leave Coco alone, bitch.
Lalamon? Yeah. They all look like that. Coco's terrifying.
Haniwa, thank you. See, Yuki knew what I was trying to say. Fucking
Hector, right? Hector and a tutu?
You don't know what a Haniwa is, do you?
No.
These things, which is what the joyrides are.
Oh, I've seen them before, yeah.
Maybe not these ones. That
Maybe
are,
not
like,
the minion and the no face.
Yeah, maybe not those, but generally these things. So if her partner is based off a Haniwa, I'm really curious to see how it's going to evolve.
I'm gonna be scared of it.
Probably, and I look forward to that day.
You'll be reading that comic on your own.
Oh, that's still the
Suck
first one.
it.
So someone named Mirai. We finally kind of get introduced to our goggle girl.
Hmm.
She does exist. She is real.
Perspective. But yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna screenshot that. That's
Yeah. The direction of her eyes.
it would only be better if Yuki's thumb was up.
Yeah.
Like,
I can edit that very easily. She did a thumbs up earlier.
yeah.
Also, she's got 2 really fat fingers.
Yep.
And then 2 skinny ones.
Hands are hard.
Hands are hard. Or she's gonna punch her. She's gonna fist bump her in the butt.
That's a whole different story. That's a whole different story.
Got it. Well then. For real, this time I'm off. See you later.
So you're warping out of here to go and check on Jessmon then, I guess.
Phew.
Oh. Now then. So far, everything's going according to Keikaku.
You! Oh, more.
The Amethyst City.
Sky Spire Corridor.
We're gonna have to read the tip.
You're gonna have to read
No,
that.
That's fine.
I'm not reading that.
I've said I would.
Whoa!
Hey, it's a cute outfit.
Those skyscrapers are insane!
Close didn't get the memo about it being summertime, did she?
No.
Also, they're a bit wide.
What?
Just the art. The perspective just makes them look like they're in a funhouse mirror.
I guess it's kind of one of them, what they call it, the angle that's kind of below, but also, I don't know.
Must see her swim.
Let's be fair, her swimsuit is probably just the top of that outfit with no skirt on.
Cocoa for Cocoa. No, not that Cocoa. Honeywell were burial relics, right? Either ash containers or a talisman. Something like that. Yeah.
They have no place in Animal Crossing.
You have no place in Animal Crossing.
No, I don't. I sold Animal Crossing. My island is dead. I mean, my island was dead anyway. I started again, and then I just gave up.
Yeah, so Close didn't get the memo about it being summertime. And if she did, her outfit is indistinguishable from her previous one.
She just wanted to wear clothes that fit in this city.
No wonder they call this the most technologically advanced area in Lacuna.
I can't remember what voice you gave her either.
Low.
Bigger than Pyramidimon, you think? It's a close match, huh? Anyway, we finally made it this far.
Yeah. Our long, grueling quest is reaching its climax. Are they going to a love hotel?
Yeah.
Is this just fucking Akihabara or something? Or is that where we're going?
Where she wants to go.
All the hearts are for, huh?
Mm-hmm.
A major event is set to take place here in Amethyst City. One that will tie into the main quest's conclusion.
No official date yet, though.
Maybe we're a little early. Oh,
Wouldn't hurt to wait a bit longer. Once the event starts, I'll have to part ways with Arisa and Vi after all.
oh.
Close. Beep, 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 beep.
Huh? What's that? What is with the perspective in this? What is happening here?
Yeah, her body is normal sized and she's got a giant head.
Yeah. Also, the perspective of her arms, like I get this hand is meant to be closer to the camera, but it's such a weird perspective. An emergency transmission from the D storage.
Yao King Land to all debug team members. Log out immediately. Huh? Wait, what do you mean all of a sudden? The gardens system has been compromised.
They're doing my girl dirty in this chapter.
They are. I don't like this outfit. The pants are giving me Victorian little boy.
It's because the art is shit. Not shit. Like, art is hard, but like the perspectives are all over the place.
I feel like she's a 12-year-old Victorian boy in a sailor suit.
What?
Bye, this is bad. The logout button.
Doesn't work.
It's gone.
Nani?
Thank you. She looks like CL Phantom Hive.
No
way.
way.
Ah.
Thank you. Oh. No, she does not care. Oh, it's just darkness. Just darkness.
Hey, who turned out the lights?
I think that's close.
You okay?
Oh no, that's her. You okay? My eternal rival, Close!
That scared me.
Close is gone.
Mm.
I'm just glad you're safe. Close. You too. Oh no, nope, she's there. Yangi though.
Mm.
What are you looking at?
Egg is...
Huh? Oh. Oh wow,
Ooh.
that's cool. Like they whatever fuckery it looks like is going on here, just because of the color palette, it actually looks like the frame of the comic gets darker as you scroll. That's
Yeah.
fun. That's really good. Uh-oh.
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 Unchained.
Egg is unchained.
Egg is unchained.
Hmm.
What an odd out of context sentence.
Out of context, that's like
Egg is unchained.
Egg is unchained.
I'm gonna tweet that later.
Yeah.
Aw, they were gonna have like a lovely, like, it kind of looked like it was Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that's what it looked like.
Yeah, they were gonna have a nice little
They're gonna have a date in the Love Hotel city.
yeah.
Is this city like Roblox and adding in dating?
I have
Is
no
that what
idea.
this city is in?
Well, I'm gonna pull up the column about this city.
Yeah,
Because
we'll learn
we
about it.
built this. Well, I guess they destroyed this city with
On love and
EGG.
hearts. I saw Flash and anything in there that could hit it up.
This chapter is a bit
It's a mishmash.
it's a bit heavier. The other chapter was very light dialogue wise.
Yeah. That's
This
why
one's the complete opposite.
That's why 3 people had the same voice.
Yeah.
I'm limited.
Practice, that's all it takes.
I don't voice things.
Learn.
Oh,
It's fun.
I'm not a voice actor.
It's fun though. You don't have to be an actor.
Every time I do an accent, it's wrong.
That's funnier. It's less racist.
Every time my sister does an accent, it just comes out as an Indian person, like an Indian from India.
Here. Can you drop your arms?
Oh.
Um, yeah, this whole chapter is there's intrigue. I like that we're finally acknowledging Mirai exists.
Can you go back and get that image of
What?
Yuuki things around her? So warm.
That's a different image from the one later.
Sure, it's not just that, but shrunk down.
Pretty sure. It's not like I can jump to that specific.
I've put them side by side.
You can tell by the expression it's not the same image. That one's a lot more determined and confident.
Just give the other one eyebrows.
Where the other one is like,
Oh, shocked.
yeah,
Okay.
come on, you have eyes.
They don't work so well. You know this.
Why you have eyeglasses to help.
They also don't work. I'm waiting on new ones.
That's always something.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, cool. We got to spend a comic with the novel cast
Mm-hmm.
while they go off now in search of Mirai and Cool Boy and all of that. What do we think is happening with Unchained?
Because at first I was like, what are you doing in the real world? And then I remembered again that we're not in the real world. We're inside Liberator in an
Yeah.
office in Liberator.
They went to the office to log into an office. No, I understand you have to because Altea is there. That would be a bit of a shit thing to do.
Yeah, and well, no, they have to go there because they're logging into a different game that they don't have access to elsewhere.
That too. They didn't know that at the time.
Yeah. Looks to be you though. He had to travel. He an American?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, what was like Ryutaru fucking Smith or whatever his name was.
Darren Smith.
I know that's not his name, but you know what I mean. Like, it is just. Where is he? Oh, they updated his art. That's spoilers. Oh, they've updated everyone's art for their new outfits.
Hmm.
Cool. Williams.
Williams. Yeah.
But they didn't get updated. They're not getting new outfits, are they?
Not yet.
Not yet, at least.
Yuuki doesn't have a surname.
No. Just her username.
Mm.
Um,
So is that not her name?
oh, it probably is, but like,
At least Winner is obviously not his name.
no. Like, it's the user handle because his Japanese name is Saikyo.
Mm.
So
Well, that's just
the best.
yeah, it's just Winner as well.
Yeah, well, the English made it a bit more
And Ryotaro have full names. That's just because they're older.
probably.
Don't have cringe username. They're like, no, I need my business email now.
Well, like if this turns into the Cyber Sleuth prequel, we were headcanoning, like to use Eden, you have to use your government ID anyway.
Mm.
So, kind of just getting ahead of the curve on that one, I guess. And you can switch between the old and new outfits. Okay. Oh, I see it. I see it.
Okay.
So that's cool.
Now, if you put it back to the old one and close it.
No. That would be fun.
Yeah.
That would be a fun addition to the website. But if you open it back up, it's on the one you left it on.
Yeah.
So that's fun. It doesn't just refresh. I don't know what you're talking about. This outfit is amazing.
It wasn't
The art in the comic does it no favors.
No,
I will
it's
agree to
only
that.
amazing in certain poses.
Also,
Just bump that.
several times. Cool.
It is like, in Viroid where things won't sit on your shoulders properly.
Yeah.
Did you see the side of his tank top?
Oh no. Oh yeah,
Like when you can't bring the shoulder thing down any further.
it is a very loose tank top he's wearing. But he's got like a tracksuit top under it.
Yeah.
It's weird. Whatever
he needs to go back into his settings and Viroid there.
well, whatever he thinks is fashionable, I guess.
I guess.
I think Arissa's default outfit is better. I like her new outfit. I like
She
the
looks
longer
like
hair,
a
but this is
School teacher on sports day in the new outfit.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah, the Cool Boy's outfit didn't change. Yow.
Jacket off, jacket off, jacket off.
Yeah, no, Close didn't get. I was right.
Yeah.
Close didn't get anything new.
Oh.
He didn't get the memo, but Zenith.
I mean, she can wear whatever she wants at all times,
So
right?
Zenith is part NPC, part Unchained now, I guess. Because we'll see what happens when he gets reintroduced into the story properly. But eventually, we'll get Mirai on here.
Yeah.
Eventually. So, but yeah, no. So this chapter, it is good to see the characters. It is good to see the novel side characters fleshed out a bit more and see them interact on a bit more of a human level.
Yeah.
Because that was kind of one of our complaints about the debug side stories early on. It was like you got a little bit of setup and then it would just cut to like halfway through or the final turn of the card game and then that would kind of be it.
Yeah.
It wasn't really anything to.
Or it would start the battle and then it'd be like, wow,
What
that was
a
a great
battle!
battle.
Yeah. So it wasn't really
We
anything.
won somehow.
Agreed. I love that Yuki's there.
Yeah, because we really thought Yuki was gonna be like the protagonist of the novel.
Yeah.
And then she was just like, it was
'Cause
just a
that's
one
how
shot.
it was advertised.
That's how it was advertised.
Like
It was.
like if we
And then
go
she
back-
wasn't in it for like 4 chapters.
No, but like if we go back to we go to the main artwork of the novel, like she's front and center with Impmon, and everyone looks like a supporting character
Yeah.
to her. Little did we know how much impact Unchained would have across both comic and novel. Interesting that this hasn't updated yet for the new artwork.
Mm.
Like that's kind of weird.
Mm.
I guess maybe once Zenith is reintroduced properly,
Yeah.
they'll do it.
Yes.
Still a bit weird considering his character profile has his new costume, but whatever, I guess. But it did really feel like Yuki was going to be like the main character, like the Shoto of the novel.
Yeah.
And that is just, they've just gone in a completely different direction. I don't hate it, but it didn't really, because the novels were only coming out like once every 4 months, it didn't offer a lot of character development.
No.
And there wasn't the crossover we thought there might be where the novel side would interact with the comic side. It did. You can also cycle between posters only on the main page, though, not the columns. Wait, so if I go... from here... Oh,
Oh, they just cycle through.
they just cycle on themselves. That's dumb. I don't like that. Oh, okay, because it cycles into this as well. So hopefully we get a new one of the... for the novel cast, but... Yeah, okay, whatever. This arc is over, so I don't feel like this image should be here. But I get it. Like, ooh, Imperial Dramon. I wonder what's happening here.
Yeah. Keeping it there for anyone who starts playing Time Stranger and goes, oh, I'll look up what else is new in Digimon.
Possibly.
Still don't like that font either.
Look at that novel. They're just blank.
Yeah.
Where I'm pretty sure if we... Oh, well, easiest way to do it actually is just... It just looks so sterile.
Yeah.
Like, with all these cute thumbnails for the chapters.
Like, how hard is it to
Then
get
just-
one image per chapter?
They're
Like,
just using the logo. It's just very sterile. It's not like it
giving credence to what Yuki keeps saying.
it just got shafted.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it feels like the novel is actively a lesser element of it, or
Your hands can't keep up with what you're doing.
no, or
It's like you're doing that thing where you pat yourself on the head and rub your stomach.
I'm not, but
Yeah.
yeah, it just feels cheap. Like the novel isn't special anymore, so it's not worth.
Not worth hiring an artist for.
Yeah.
Plenty of fan artists that probably do the cover for you for cheap.
If Seekers could afford weekly art, then there's no excuse.
Exactly.
Yeah, also...
That thing was dying and it still got plenty of art.
Yeah, even when the art was all just one color. You know, like when it just had like a blue or a green or a fucking purple filter over it. It still got something, so there's no reason for this to not... Hopefully they'll go back and update it later.
They've had plenty of time though.
Yeah, like realistically, who knows how far in advance these have been written. You know, that is... Unless their logic is that we're going to start seeing more crossover on the comic, though I doubt it. Because if they're
not
off
putting
in...
any art because spoilers or something?
I don't know, because the art would always only be relative to the chapter that it's
Yeah.
on. I just
They just don't care.
yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yeah.
Like even look at like even the presentation of it. Like I know this one is just her name, right?
Yeah.
But like heavy metal plate, it's all in capital letters. You were only getting like regular text when it was like a character's name.
Mm.
Good game, Ryutaro. You know, we could be heroes. I should have an E there. But it was only regular text when it was a character's name because they were getting introduced.
Mm.
Oh well, no, oh no,
We're always
immediately, corrects me. Oh well, the boundary, you know, capitals.
I hate the name of that one.
Departure, attack. It just feels soulless.
Yeah.
Like it would, even if these were still all capital letters, it would be something to keep it
to keep with it. Yeah.
in line. But cool white savior.
Yeah, that's the one I hate.
Yeah.
It just, I don't know.
The layout also changed. The cover used to be bigger, like the comic, but now it's smaller.
Mm.
Probably because there's no new art. Yeah, like obviously we don't want to get into it now because we want to keep content for next week. When we do 9 and 10, but like it's just like it's as long as it normally is. There's no reason for there not to be just a bit of artwork in the middle.
Mm. It doesn't have to be complex artwork. It can be them sitting on a rock.
Yeah.
You know?
So if
At least put something in there instead of just the logo.
like if these chapters are like there is like these may as well just be 9-1 and 9-2.
Close my eyes or I'm seeing spoilers.
I'm not seeing spoilers. I'm just scrolling through it just to get it
faster than
just to
you
get the bit. I'm sorry. Do you want me to just set off your motion sickness here?
I'm closing my eyes because I know I'll see it.
Oh wow! I can't believe that character dies. But no, it just feels like this is now actively a side story,
Yeah.
not something that's running in. It doesn't like even though it is still running alongside the comic, it doesn't feel as special.
Well, that started happening when they started just using the novel as stuff from the comic. Like that whole Taramon Muchomon part. That should have been in the comic, no?
Debug 7.2. Wasn't that also a column? Am I misremembering? No. Maybe it's just been a while. No, definitely not. Okay.
No, are you thinking of when? Nope, that's inside that as well. The carabiners.
Oh, the story about the carabiners, yeah. That's in the same thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is just a one-off and it gets fixed for 11 and 12. Like I hope I can't say I'm optimistic, but hopefully they fix it for 11 and 12. Also, it says a lot about 13-2 that we've let ourselves go on this tangent. Like,
I mean, it's basically like they did the bit with
it's
Yao.
a Zoom meeting in person. Like
Yeah, like they did the bit with Yao explaining to them what we've already been told, and then she repeats herself twice.
Yeah.
She tells them about Cool Boy, she tells them about Zenith.
Yeah.
And she goes, right, let's reiterate all of that.
Yeah. And then Yuuki goes, oh wait, Hookmon exists. I gotta go.
Is she literally going there to just go, hey, is the game you're from CONNECTIA?
Probably, yeah.
And then they go, yes. And she goes, all right, see you later.
And that's probably what we'll see in Debug 9 when we read it next week.
Yeah.
But yeah, it does really feel like she's just going, oh, wait a minute. Hookmon said he's from another game. Let me go and
ask him the title.
Yeah. If there isn't art, then Mirai would be the only novel member to not have art. Her mistreatment continues. Yeah. Like the only actual art of Mirai we've gotten so far has been within the comic, which is wild for a novel character.
Yeah.
And even then, it's half of a silhouette. Like her facial features aren't filled in, and we haven't seen her partner.
Watch them use that for the next one. Just that shot.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. Yeah, reuse of assets. Yeah, but we still don't know what her partner looks like. Even I think it was a previous comic. We saw like a silhouette of like another form that the partner takes. So they keep like putting the breadcrumbs out there that Mirai is coming, but
she better be something fun.
That's what I was just about to say. I just hope that with how much they're dragging this out, that it's worth it in the end, and it doesn't just feel like, oh, that's it. Because I don't want this to become Seekers.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, okay. Because I genuinely enjoy reading this. I really hope it just doesn't devolve into a Seekers level of care.
Yeah. Are reading numbers still up on it?
Huh?
Are reading numbers still up on this? You know? Because remember after like a certain part of Seekers, like 10,000 people dropped off or something?
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know if they've published like the stats for it or. She's Hikari, a sister to the protagonist that arrives late into the story. Would that have to make her Shoto's sister, though?
True.
But I get you. I do wonder. I get the similarity. You know, you're making there. Yeah, like this is a Zoom meeting. I think it's cool just to see the characters bounce off of one another. Like Winner and Yuuki having their moment is just Owen and Shoto having their moment in the previous chapter.
Yeah.
They're just, staring daggers at each other. Ryutaro didn't really get a whole lot of dialogue, but he just stared at Tsuzune the whole time going, pretty.
Yeah.
And then Altea was there, I guess.
Altea was there, yeah. That shot of him going, that's bad, with the, like
that's bad. No thoughts, head empty.
Yeah.
Yeah, no thoughts, head empty. Ryutaro's a dumbass.
It kind of reads like him going, yeah, and the guy from the frozen yogurt shop going, that's bad.
Also, Altea looking very feminine here. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
It's
Unchained looking.
like,
have they swapped? Did someone not get the memo about those?
It's funny you say it. I don't. Well, not the swapping thing, because when we had the character profiles up for a second there, if we go into Unchained, their gender is unknown and appears neither strongly male nor female. So they are meant to be like non-binary, ambiguous. What's the other word? Androgynous, yeah. They're not meant to be anything, but the art made Unchained.
The art in this one definitely made them look
a lot more male.
Yeah.
Or at least male coded.
Yeah.
Coded. Do you know what would have been fun? Just to be silly. Give Altea a new outfit. Just change the color of his armor.
Or make it like a different shape.
Yeah, like go from silver to black or something. Just something to... But if the other novel characters aren't getting new outfits, then, neither should Altea. I do think it's sad. As funny as it is that the comic brought it up and even teased us with a...
Yuuki in a bra.
That's...
Yuuki in a sports outfit.
Yeah, Yuuki doing a sports, right? As much as they teased us with this is effectively the story saying this is as much as you're getting. I really don't have hope that the characters are going to get new outfits.
So is it
later.
that your summer outfits are tied to your console at home?
I guess.
That data is stored there and you can't get to it from the ones in work?
Which is weird because isn't the whole...
Technically it should be in the cloud.
Well, technically it should be in the cloud. Like, that is how the columns have put this to us. Like, because if you go to a booth in the arcade, you put your fucking D storage in, and that's That's where all your data's kept.
Yeah. So is it just a perk for people who have the one at home?
Possibly.
Then, I mean, they're the staff. They should be allowed to change clothes whenever they want.
But like, what's the point of having a store where you can go and buy cosmetics if you
Yeah.
can't swap out to them at will? Like, what is the point?
Yeah, I don't know.
The reason I'm glad, on one hand, I am glad they brought attention to it and just said, look, this isn't happening.
But it raises more questions.
But it raises more
Yeah.
questions considering the story has told us that buying cosmetics is
It's the same as changing your clothes in The Sims.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, and that it is not a crucial part of the game, but it is something that is advertised as, you know, a
And
popular thing for characters
encouraged,
to do.
yeah.
Encouraged, yeah. You have to pay for that microtransactions, eh?
Mm-hmm.
So
Love those pants.
yeah, like the outfit looks very comfy.
Mm-hmm. So fine.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I'll let it play out. We'll see how we are by the time we get around to reading all of chapter 14 and getting caught up to like debug 12, which will probably be out by the time we get around to that. By the time,
Sorry, I looked at your screensaver. Zune in Nokia's clothes. Oh,
damn,
yeah.
and she would certainly fill
Yeah.
it. Man, there might be some overflow.
Yeah.
Integer overflow.
We'd all have that looking at her, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Suzune and Nokia's outfit. Integer overflows for everybody.
Mm.
I think the first part of this I think the first part of 13 is better than the second.
Yes.
Because
I
13 is just a Zoom conference.
Yeah. Yuuki makes it more interesting.
Yeah.
With her silliness. And then her, we're ready to go. We'll,
Yeah. But I did like we got to learn something about like the like Alice syndrome or whatever it was, which maybe that's
I'm surprised considering how many things they have, like E.G.G,
yeah,
I.E or I.D.E.A,
that Alice wasn't also an
A.
acronym.
L.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's cool that like the cyber sleuth like comparisons continue with this Alice thing. It is interesting that I wonder if, like was mentioned in chat, Elysian will tie into this, and maybe the reason Elysian is spelt with an A rather than an E is because it's a portmanteau of the Alice phenomenon and Elysian. Also, Elysian, considering Time Stranger is going to be based on the Olympus 12, that's also interesting timing. I don't know. I doubt it means anything. It's probably highly a coincidence, but it's funny. Yeah, Yuuki was the highlight of this. For 13-2 anyway.
Yeah.
I do like Suzune getting all sort of like.
I think it's funny how much we went on about her eyes, and then she opened her eyes.
Oh yeah,
like immediately.
Like we couldn't have planned that if we wanted to. We spent so long wondering, geez, is she just like Geen from Bleach? And then suddenly, her eyes are just like they're just all over the place. I do like the Cross Connectica logo. It's going to take me a while to pronounce that I. Connectia. It's going to take me a while to get used to saying Connectia rather than just Connecta.
Yeah, because a lot of things can end in TIA. Get a kind of a noise out of it as well, so my brain doesn't know how to do that.
Also, this is so like no thoughts, head empty as well.
Yeah, Zenith.
Yeah. But Suzune being like, oh yeah, so this thing that happened 20 years ago, is that happening again? Which I really feel like is gonna like culminate back into the overall plot, and I wonder if that's where Unchained has come from.
Hmm.
Maybe Unchained is the collective consciousness of people who were lost in the game in cross connected.
Unchained is a Pokemon.
Unchained, yeah, Unchained is a Pokemon, but for people. Cross Connectia. So when's Taiki showing up? Um. So, but I figured it was only a matter of time before we learned.
Before we dot hacked it.
Yeah, I was gonna just keep the cyber sleuth analogies there because it's just easier. Also franchise related, but
for our younger watchers,
yeah,
the Sword Art Online phenomena.
Yeah, and especially because you brought it up with Seekers as well, where they had like the big machines where they tested digital dives, also called diving.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I figured it was only a matter of time before we learned, it's so many years ago we tried this and people were lost and the project got shut down because I would have been more shocked if that was never a thing for this. Like if Cool Boy just turned up, programmed Liberator, and it just worked.
Yeah.
Like I'd be more shocked if the full dive Alice glitch stuff never happened. It was like, wait, they didn't explore that?
This happened 20 years ago.
Let me double check the exact numbers. I was just saying 20. Yeah. I think I have Seekers in my head. Because that was 20 years prior.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, over 20 years ago. Oh shit, this is Seekers.
How old is Cool Boy?
Yes. I don't know, how old is Cool Boy? Does he have an age on his profile? I doubt it, but age unknown.
Unknown. Okay. I was gonna say, wait, is he actually an AI as well? But I forgot that Suzune's husband drinks with him.
so he's at least over 21.
Yeah.
Because we know Suzune...
But 20 years ago he was 1, so he wasn't inventing no games back then.
No. But he could have come on to the project.
I mean, he could be in his 40s for all we know.
True. And we know like Suzune's like 24, so 25.
Yeah.
Actually, curiosity. Either of them will do. Well,
those haven't updated.
They've
had birthdays.
They've had birthdays. These ages should be updated. These characters are 18 now. Which means Yao is still 24. So everyone should be, well, anyone who's had a birthday should be +1. Yeah. Wherever. Okay. I think we've met the husband.
Yeah.
Column. He put out a letter or something. Okay. I don't think he's actually been in. He wasn't the guy that fought Altea.
No.
I think it was a column he turned up in.
No,
we saw him in the real world with Yao. We did. Which chapter?
The redheaded FBI boy?
We haven't seen him, but we know his name. During the Imperial invasion, are we chapter 10 or 9? Maybe 9, because this was all battle. Oh, Ali's talking about Cool Boy. Okay, so we haven't seen Suzune's husband. We do know his name. Okay, I'm
Imperial invasion. Okay,
I'll take a look. I do not remember.
No.
And again, how long has it been since we read chapter 9?
True.
Probably like 3 months at this point. Maybe more, because it's 2 chapters a month. Well, part 1 and part 2.
Yeah, we're looking for Suzune's husband.
Hold on, booting up the comic version. bad. Just because.
Oh,
The
for that website?
Yeah, because the website boots up the comic in like fucking. It feels like 8K. So 9-1. Let's just start with 9-1. We'll go. Wait, is that 9? Yeah. All the Machinamon, who just also just disappeared.
That was it. They were bringing them. They were collecting them and bringing them to
Yeah, I don't
Unchained.
think
They were bringing them back to Unchained, technically,
yeah,
right?
I don't think this. Because doesn't this one end with Yao being like, Shoto's still logged in? And Cool Boy being like, what? So Suzune's husband with Yao in the real world. I'll take your word for it. I don't remember, but Digimon, da da. So that's Yao and Cool Boy.
In the real world,
And
right?
that looks like they're in. Yeah, they're probably in the tail office there. False images. Oh yeah, because they're on screen. They're working.
Yeah. And
This
they,
is-
they
this is-
transferred to his phone.
Yeah, this is before Unchained is like, yeah, put me in your phone and let me go with you.
Mm. So, Ellie, did you actually mean Cool Boy? That looked like he was.
Also, does that mean Unchained knew about this?
I don't know,
if
because
Unchained is like all according to Keikaku.
I guess then.
Yeah, actually meant Cool Boy.
Okay.
Right. All right. Cool. So I'm not losing my mind.
Mhm.
Even more than usual. Okay. Cool. Cool. All right. But yeah. Again, before we move on to read this column, there's a lot of fun in the lore here for like the Alice glitch. Finally acknowledging Mirai exists. Unchained being like all according to Keikaku, and getting the jump on Yao. Suzune, I still love that panel of Suzune just judging the camera, not judging me, but just
judging you.
looking into the camera bored. Or like, oh, these kids. Looking into the camera like, oh, kids, to be young again. Says the 25-year-old about the 18-year-old arguing with the 11-year-old.
Has Yuuki had a birthday?
We went on a wild Kakatorimon chase. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's kind of weird how
he's a precious drinking buddy of my husband. I love that. That's like, what a reason to go on this mission. I gotta save my husband's friend. Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I suppose.
Yeah. And then like, you're gonna pay me though, right? I'm sorry, but that's in character for her.
Yeah, because
She's supporting a household.
yeah. But if I was Yao, I'd be like, you'll have to talk to Cool Boy about that.
Cool. Yeah, so we'll move over to the column anyway, and
You think she's like
27-year-old trying to have a bro moment with the 1-year-old robot in the background. Hey, no worries, Ringer. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hope you have a great night, and
you.
I'll definitely check out that link you sent me once we're done.
I was gonna say, do you think she's like Zune is like the shop owner's wife who works part-time but gets full-time pay and then
Oh,
complains about it.
oh, I hope she's better than that. I hope she's better than that. There was a shop owner. I think we've told that story about that shop owner. Pretty sure we have.
Probably.
Yeah, but tips 24. Now that we've been introduced to the Amethyst City in story, we should learn about it through the column.
Amethyst.
Tomato, tomato. Potato, potato. Tomato, potato. Introducing Lacuna. 7. Amethyst City. And the Sky Spire Corridor. Digimon Liberator, a VR game set in a virtual world known as Lacuna. Each of its 7 areas incorporate mapping data from our real world, resulting in environments so detailed they could be mistaken for the real thing. And yet, it also possesses a mysterious and enigmatic aspects, unlike the reality that we know. Amethyst City, the Sky Spire Corridor, is no exception to this. The focus of our coverage here. It is teeming with such charms, but in a certain sense, it is also probably the area closest to our own reality. I love this image, though. After doing, oh, why can't I just tab between tabs? You know. But this is so cool. I would live here.
It looks like
If Liberator was real, this is just where you would find me.
you can literally place our old layouts from Twitch in this city.
Yeah, you could. My ramen store is like somewhere over here, I bet.
And the alley I had.
Yeah.
The karaoke bar. Sitting there. Yuuki doesn't remember us talking about the.
Okay.
Maybe it was
Well,
on a different. It was on like an Ace Attorney or something.
possibly. So Amethyst City is still fresh in everyone's minds as the last area to be unlocked. As for describing its environment, there's one word that's a good start. Skyscrapers. After all, the whole place is covered with them, standing tall side by side. The way that they're positioned so close together does resemble major cities in the real world, but a closer look shows that the heights, shapes, and materials of the area's buildings differ from those in our reality. Some of the structures wouldn't even be possible in the real world. Take a walk through the area and you'll see massive buildings everywhere, like most sizable city centers. But you'll also get the distinct sense that it's not actually reality. So, Amethyst City breaks your immersion, is what you're telling me, video game. It's not a very good selling point for your city. Yeah, come here and get your immersion broken. Okay, maybe there's a reason you left that off the flyer, huh? Another point where the city starkly differs from those in our reality is that the morning never comes here.
Depressing.
Oh, it's fucking Conai Ward.
Comment ward, yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's rain. We're in raincoat now. I mean, it could easily be Conai Ward.
Yeah, right? It could very easily be Conai Ward. Morning never comes. That is to say, it is permanently nighttime in Amethyst City. The city that never sleeps is a phrase used from time to time to describe cities in the real world. Such a phrase is sensical only because there also exists a daytime. In Amethyst City, however, the night is everlasting. Even so, it's just as bustling and vibrant as our major cities are in the daytime. Nicknamed the City of Eternal Night, it's strongly recommended to take a walk through the bustling neon-lit downtown area. but it's the skyscrapers and perpetual nighttime. Right, there's no thou there. But its skyscrapers and perpetual nighttime aren't the only unique traits of the city. In fact, there is something. There is a draw which some players travel here for exclusively. Namely, the city's flying carriers, flying vehicles. Look up at the skyscrapers, and you'll surely see a large number of them.
Oh, so we're in the fifth element now?
Multipass. Why can I see Close doing that? And they aren't strictly meant for NPCs only. Pay a certain amount of in-game currency, and you too can pilot one. Understandably, carriers cannot be taken to other areas, although that would have been great given Lacuna's vastness. Maybe in the next update. Still,
Microtransactions.
taking a carrier for a ride through the skies is certainly an elegant way to spend some time.
It feels weird having flying carriers going around the skyscraper. What's inside the skyscrapers and flying on? What can you see through the
It's
windows?
like the blimps in Gotham City in the Batman animated series. It's like, it's just because you can. Still, sorry, I forgot where I was. Still, taking a carrier for a ride through the skies is certainly an elegant way to spend some time. And what's more, Amethyst City also periodically hosts a flying carrier race known as the Amethyst Cup. Is it annoying you yet? The prize money is generous, so if you've got the skills, then you may want to consider entering the competition.
You'd be the best pod racer.
And his midichlorians were off the scale. Please note that the carriers are well provisioned with safety features and devices, so you don't have to worry about colliding with other carriers or crashing into buildings. So not like pod racing then.
No.
By the way, should you try and jump off a carrier, you'll instantly be transported to Jewel. You'll have to suppress your inner skydiver, since anyone who does this intentionally will receive a penalty. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, fun, like, someone had to do it and lose their data for them to go, oh.
Yeah, so there's fall damage in Liberator.
It's fall damage in Liberator, so much so that they just went, you know what? No.
Or it did something medically. Like when you have dreams where you're falling and you, like if your brain thinks you're actually colliding with the ground, like imagine like you could end up having a heart attack or anything.
I really feel like knowing game design, at least in modern standards, this is something that somebody tried and a developer went, oh, you shouldn't be able to do that. Why did we not catch that in testing?
Because you don't think people are going to jump off a car at the top of a skyscraper.
I mean, one of my favorite things to do in Xenoblade X is just to jump from really tall things, because there is no fall damage in that game.
One of my favorite things that happens in Xenoblade is when you stop at a cliff and the two girls run over the edge.
It's like, bye! The AI is just like, there's a path here. No.
They're okay. They just spawn back in again.
Liberator, let's include mental headaches. Nobody tell Sister Monsiel about this city. Yuuki says, what a coincidence learning about the Amethyst City and the info for Starter Deck 22, Amethyst Mandala, was released recently. Is Sakuyamon Ace the one that holds the pod racing tournament? That'd be interesting, if only because the city is so
purple.
No, it's so opposite to what she represents as a Digimon. because she's so like Shinto inspired, as particularly if you get Biko mode, where she's like it's just a shrine maiden or whatever. So for her to be like running the pod racing tournaments, I can't not call them that now, for this cyberpunk always nighttime city is just, I don't hate it because I think base Tsukuyamon would work really well against that backdrop.
Yeah.
But it's so against what she is designed, the purpose around her whole evolution line is just like, oh, hold on a minute.
Yeah, like even thinking of the one in Ghost Game, was she making everyone like burn all their possessions?
Yeah. You have no need for like for material possessions on the mortal coil. The giant Kazuhamon from Ghost Game. Giant Kazuhamon makes more sense. I mean, only for color scheme. I mean, she's still, a Shinto religious Digimon with a shrine maiden form. So.
Oh, was I thinking? No,
No. No, it was in Ghost Game. It was always Kazuhamon.
Oh, okay.
Because we got the whole purple Renamon line.
Yeah.
Well, except for like Renamon herself.
Yeah.
Because I knew what you meant, so it didn't. Like,
same line.
Like it didn't, like I knew who you meant, so it didn't occur to me that you were wrong because I knew what you meant.
Okay.
Anyway. Unless they do, this is actually a City of Yokai thing somehow with the Eternal Night theme. That'd be fun. I'd say Halloween in this area is very fun. Turkey or treatment in the Amethyst City, huh? Anyway. What's more, Amethyst City also periodically hosts a flying carrier race known as
No, you're all the way.
No, am I?
Well, yeah, 'cause the next one is about jumping off the carriers.
I don't remember reading the line about the prize money. Okay, I'll take your word for it. But the reason I went back here is because I didn't remember reading about the prize money. Okay.
It's generous. Penalties.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Well then, it seems we've covered the city's unique traits and activities. The area is, of course, also packed with the battle content, so many players can't wait to dive into. As many players already know, it was announced some time ago that Amethyst City would be the starting location for the final chapter of the main scenario. Taking into account that this area was the last to be unlocked as well, it's easy to imagine that the NPCs here surpass all others. Digimon Liberator is, of course, a card game before all, a type of game with an intrinsic element of luck. However, while you're in this area, it'd be best to temper any hope of gaining chance victories. Rather, you should focus on deck construction, logical choices, and discerning what your opponent has in their deck. Lack of things like special conditional battles will really put your experience and abilities to the test. Poor Oleamon, says Yuuki. Somehow Publimon and Shamblemon got 2 cards before her. Oleamon doesn't have a card yet. That's weird. Yeah, actually, that's...
Everyone's too creeped out by her.
She literally groomed a child.
Yeah.
Anyway. It's an area. I read that it's an ripe area. I had dyslexia here on these two. It's an area ripe with challenges, but one tidbit that'll help you come out on top is that its NPCs often use purple decks. How will you handle these decks stuffed with powerful purple cards? It's a chance to showcase those battle skills you've been honing.
I'm interested in because I have a purple Scales Everyone deck.
Yeah.
And you have the violet deck.
Yeah. Well, we can find out. And then once I build my Appmon deck, you're screwed.
Yeah.
It's no shocker that the rewards for besting high difficulty NPCs include some pretty rare finds. The rewards are speaking of which, Yami's packet better fucking arrive in the morning.
Mm.
I'm getting impatient. The rewards are varied, ranging from rare accessory items to powerful ability items that can only be acquired in this area. In summary, it's clear that a big part of the area's appeal is the extensive opportunities to perfect your combat skills and gain rare items. Like any area, Amethyst City has its rumors. One of them concerns a powerful NPC, said to stand waiting atop the tallest building in the area. Defeating them unlocks Lapis Stadium Tower, where you'll enjoy the right to take part in a private, high-level tournament.
We were there, weren't we?
That's Lapis Marine, yeah.
Yeah, that's where Yao and Shoto had their battle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you expect from such a tournament? Full of players who've proved their mettle at the highest level? And crucially, what's the reward if you win? If you're interested in finding out, you might want to look around for that tallest building. As we've seen here, the charms of Amethyst City, the Sky Spire Corridor, stand up to those of any area. They include skyscrapers, carriers, challenging battles, and more. As mentioned, the final chapter of the main scenario begins in this area. The game's grand main scenario unfolds through interactions with NPCs and battles in each area. Just what sort of storyline can we look forward to seeing play out among the skyscrapers here? We'll end this article with a sneak preview of the story.
Sorry, we never get to play.
Until Elysian, maybe, hopefully. Having traveled around all sorts of areas, you're now in Amethyst City. A city of skyscrapers, more beautiful than Jewel, they say. True to the rumors, the neon-bathed streets look to be packed with androids, more so than any other area we've been to. However, you know this prosperity is on thin ice. It's highly possible that someone's targeting the city's relics and control devices. Just a few days back, the city came under attack from a mysterious group of androids.
I wasn't focused on the words because I'm not reading it myself,
Mm.
but I saw a mysterious group of landlords.
Bastards, that's what they are.
That would turn this into Yakuza.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Just a few days back, the city came under attack from a mysterious group of androids. While going around gathering information on the relics, you're contacted by Chain, who is analyzing the mysterious assailants. Chain tells you that the androids are programmed to target relics and control devices. As you return to Amethyst City to find out just what those androids are aiming for, you'll gradually get closer to the truth about the relics. It's still unclear who built them and the control devices, but we know those androids will stop at nothing to get them. What's more, there were traces at a ruined site near the relics of some unidentified being, not an android, nor a Digimon. Come on. Sensing that you're about to encounter a glimpse of the truth behind this world, you head toward the spotless white building where the relic's control system is located. That's only part of the main scenario you can experience in Amethyst City, the Sky Spire Corridor.
Do you have to say that every time?
I've said it before, it's like when you watch a Pokemon Direct and they have to insist on Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. Or Pokemon Omega Ruby and Pokemon Omega Sapphire instead of just saying, Sword and Shield.
Yeah.
Black and white.
Which instantly sounds better.
Yeah, Scarlet and Violet, rather than just Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet.
Makes them sound better AI.
Yeah. Because it's all about the branding. No, I'm sorry, I'm annoyed at the Pal World stuff. Pal World has had to get rid of more shit now because of this lawsuit. So,
Lovely.
yeah. Like, they literally argued there are other games out there that have these mechanics that Nintendo were claiming we stole. Patents that they also didn't have, patented until like 2 weeks before this lawsuit.
Yeah.
And Nintendo went, yeah, well, fuck you. So they've had to... You can't throw PAL spheres anymore to
Right.
summon your PAL or capture them. And,
What if they just turned those into squares?
well, you also...
Because it was specifically ball shaped things.
Yeah.
Turn them into cubes.
You also can't glide on your pals anymore. Apparently, Pokemon own gliding on your monster friend.
Right.
So, the gliding that you can do on the motorbike Pokemon, apparently they own that. Or the gliding you can do in Arceus on insert Pokemon here. Yep, no. So now you have to use your Zelda-style glider, but you will get stat boosts based on the pals in your party. Like, how fucked up is that?
I'm curious.
The Pokemon Company are evil. Evil.
I'm curious how this writing on your Digimon thing is going to go then.
Oh, right. Well, yeah. Like,
Some of them have a lot of wings. Is that gliding? Or do they literally have to run on all fours?
at which point they point at fucking Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee.
Yeah.
Because you could ride around on some of your Pokemon there. I fully remember
Digimon
being
Go.
glommed onto my Snorlax as it wobbled down the street.
Quick, Digimon, patent that, and you can sue Nintendo for it, or sue Pokemon for it.
Yeah. So that's only part of the main scenario. Yeah, anyway. So that's only part of the main scenario you can experience in Amethyst City, the Sky Spire corridor. We hope you check out the rest of the story, plus the related raid event and other battle content. An area of perpetual night, painted with neon skyscrapers and vehicles flying in between them. You are bound to find experiences and encounters you won't find elsewhere. And like the result of Lacuna, it offers experiences that aren't available in real life. And yeah, so there's we are all caught up on the columns.
Yeah.
And there was no battle in this week's
No,
chapter. So the next column, if there is one,
it'll be about like the Alice thing, or
maybe, yeah.
yeah.
It'll just be like another company letter that went like
Like an ancient one.
like this one, yeah. So we're all caught up until next Wednesday when we do debug 9 and 10. But yeah, we're all caught up now. Kind of, yeah, for the most part. Nintendo being petty. Oh, very petty. If Palworld never signed a contract with Sony for like anime and merchandise, Nintendo would have left it the fuck alone. Because they wouldn't have seen it as a threat. But then now, because something came out that actually made them have to maybe put effort into their next video game, this is just pettiness on the Pokemon Company side. This is just pettiness from the Pokemon Company.
And like Palworld is not going to have any bearing on how shitty their
Yeah.
next video game is going to do, because that's all Scarlet and Violet's fault.
Which still sold gangbusters, even though
That's because it looked great, and then we played it. It didn't play great.
I love Sony, but it's their fault. They killed Funimation. Yeah. And Crunchyroll is dying in a fire as well. It feels like every week there's a new Crunchyroll like fucking drama or anyway. Let's not get too depressed here, right? Debug 11-1, 2, 3, and 12 next week. I'm sorry, what?
What?
Debug 11, 1, 2, and 3? Excuse you? Okay, I guess we're breaking those up.
Back up there.
A bunch of stuff just dropped, apparently.
Oh.
We got Atmon, says Yuuki. Not sure, but we got a Machinamon and two of its evolutions. We got Atmon. Was I right? Do I get
No. 3 new reference book.
Oh, 3 new reference books. Why 3 and not 4? Not sure. Well, we got Machinamon. Okay, so Machinamon got added, and then hold on. I'll catch up on that in a sec. 100% Mirai is happening next week. Nice. 1 minute to Liberator. Okay, all right, hold on. Let me swap back over to Discord. Yes! 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 I was right! I was right! I am your queen! I was right! Knew Machinamon was half Atmon. I called it. People told me I was insane. I should drink bleach. But oh yeah! Oh yeah.
Wow.
And then that's Mirai. That has to be Mirai. Oh, next that could be Violet. I don't know. It's very purple here.
Yeah.
I guess we'll see, but Dogachimon! Let's go! Oh, yes! Oh, I'm excited again. All my worries. Just let's see if this Twitter post will open up. 14, Prelude of Destruction. Yeah, next week. Debug 11-1-2-3, Debug 12. There better be art.
Yeah.
Holy crap, there better be art if you're putting out that much novel
If you're
next
putting
week.
that many chapters in, and then it's just going to be the same thumbnail for 5,
Yeah.
6. Like, come on.
So I guess we just have to break it up. We do Debug 11 as one stream, and then Debug 12 as the next one. We're like,
let's see how long they are.
if they're as long as 9 and 10, we're just gonna have to make do with 12 unless 13 is out by then.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to work that one. For art tomorrow, no. No, May 22nd. So next week. That is
Catman?
no. I was just seeing if there was any.
No, I don't mean.
That's weird. Is that part of a chain? Is that like no? That's just a post on its own, right?
Yeah.
But if I go to their profile, like that's not there.
Yeah.
Like it's just not there. What the?
It's because you're not logged in.
Is it?
Yeah. That's
Why
I was trying to get to some artwork the other day.
Why am I seeing posts from 2021 then? And then April 4th.
Because it wants you to sign in, make an account.
Okay. Well, fuck. Am I gonna have to reactivate the podcast Twitter account to be able to catch up on this stuff? No. I say reactivate, like I never closed it, but. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Hold on. We can go to Machinamon's profile on the website itself. Oh, this will take us to the reference book images. Okay, cool. So Machinamon, child level. Okay, so it's classed as a child level. That's fine. A composite Digimon with both beast and machine traits, although Digimon with mechanical parts are not uncommon. Machina's appearance, perfectly divided between machine and beast, is a rarity. The balance between these two traits is being unstable. It does not often show emotion nor hostility towards opposing Digimon. Its strength in battle is also lacking, making it vulnerable in the cutthroat environment of the digital world. Although lacking in emotion, it is faithful to its instincts and has tremendous appetite. It is thought that this is due to its instability, making its metabolism extremely inefficient. However, its animal sense of smell and robotic eyesight make it skilled at finding food, and it is always on the move in search of its next meal. Notably, it is able to change its physiology by gathering data from its surroundings, making it omnivorous and fit for any environment. Whatever. Its special move, Twin Bubbles, allows it to spit bubbles of fire and electric energy in 2 rapid bursts. However, these bubbles are barely more powerful than those of in-training Digimon, making them only useful as a distraction. Aww!
Like the lightning?
And that will evolve into Mulemon.
Oh no, I hate it.
Oh, that's... Oh! That body looks like the ship that the Walker bombs in Splatoon are based on.
It looks like Hazard.
It does look like Hazard! Oh my god, it is!
Hazard with a dog gun on.
It does look like Hazard. Oh my god.
Right?
Yeah. Adult level, Iron Gallop and Missile Rodeo. Mulemon. A machine Digimon modeled after a quadrupedal beast. Although its body looks frail, it's actually quite durable. Although, how do you go from cat to this?
To dog? I mean, they do it quite often.
That's fair. Oh, no, to mule.
To mule.
Cat to mule.
It looks like a dog.
Yeah. Nice. Although its body looks frail, it's actually quite durable, possessing the balance and mobility to handle rough terrain. Aside from its 4 legs, it has a pair of extendable robotic arms folded within its body. These are strong enough to grab and lift things onto its back or even send small Digimon flying. These characteristics make it particularly suited to carrying things, to the extent that it acts as the courier of the digital world, ferrying luggage and smaller Digimon to their destination. So, it's
so potentially
an ally of Blacktailmon Uber.
I was gonna say Blacktailmon Uber. On top of it, put a package.
Yeah. Death Stranding, the Digimon.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to. Owing to its diligent nature, it shows a strong sense of duty in the task of transporting material. However, it has a bad habit of fixating on a single route and will try to eliminate anything obstructing its path. You mean with its fucking Earthworm Jim blaster gun face? Its special move, Iron Gallop, makes use of its powerful back legs to deliver a shattering kick. It can use Missile Rodeo to draw out the missiles stowed on its back and launch them toward the enemy. Okay.
I mean, it's fine on its own, but not...
Look at all these evolution stages, though.
Yeah, but it's not nice as an evolution for this.
A child, adult, perfect, and then what? Mega and like it has to uplink.
Yeah.
That has to uplink, right?
Ostrich.
Right. A bird, I think.
It looks like a bird, but
Mockingbird mon.
But it also looks kind of like a bug.
Yeah. Mockingbird, though. That's interesting. Perfect level. Vaccine. Okay. Iron Siphon and Tri Airbots. A machine Digimon A machine Digimon modeled after a bird. Its large wings and graceful appearance. Oh, you know what? I've just realized.
Oh, you're not showing them off at all. Uh-oh.
This is Mockingbirdmon. Can we get a... Is this image?
Picture?
Nope. Because this franchise is allergic to decent artwork. That's interesting.
It's giving me vibes of...
Minerva?
No, Copa Freak.
Oh, I see why you would say that. But look at these. These are fucking Dogachimons.
Yeah.
Like this is very Dogachimon Minerva looking.
Yeah. what that thing is meant to be.
Machinamon will do a Dracomon and have 2 split evolutions, and then they jogress together into the level 7. What, like Gamamon was supposed to?
Mm.
Wouldn't that be fun? If this fucking thing ends up doing Gamamon's gimmick for him.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope this has like other beast forms as well. Because
I don't see it. I think you're just overthinking it. I'm pretty confident. It's just the shoulders. It's just the shoulders. Like anything else is like there's just something about the shoulder eyes going. There's just something about these.
just because they're red and green.
No, it's the shape of them as well.
Mm.
There's
They
something
look
very
like-
familiar about this shape.
They look like owl eyes, but also
Yeah.
bird heads.
An owl is why I thought Minerva.
Yeah. But they also look like 2 separate bird heads.
Yeah,
Side profiles.
sideways side profiles. Like these are the beaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a bird made of birds.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't hate this design. I think it's pretty cool. Like my Appmon theorizing aside, I really do like this design. I think this Machinamon's a great design. Mulemon is interesting, but this design like blows Mulemon out of the water. It is interesting though. Cat, mule, bird.
Mm.
What
Because he's so unstable.
I guess.
Pick a species.
So I guess maybe we will get like a mega level here, and then we'll get for the beast side of it another adult perfect mega, and then the 2 forms can jogress.
Yeah.
Because we know Unchained has like a bajillion Machinamon, so
Yeah.
it's not like it's not like they're going to require the same one to fulfill all this.
Yeah. For that jogressing. Could come in then.
Yeah. So anyway, I'll go back to the profile.
Yeah.
A machine Digimon modeled after a bird. Its large wings and graceful appearance when flying make it resemble a bird Digimon, but its head and legs are beak-like robotic arms. That's so cool. It can move these arms freely, using them to fire lasers or grab hold of its enemy. The 2 eye-like devices at the base of its wings also grant it excellent detection capabilities. Yeah, because they're fucking owl eyes.
Mm.
Allowing it to find Digimon hidden in the shadows or underground. Along with its physical prowess and strength in battle, it has the ability to record the sounds made by any Digimon it comes across. It uses this aptitude for mimicry when hunting to catch its opponent off guard, displaying a cunning side. Once it has spotted a prey. That sounds wrong.
Prey.
A prey.
It's prey.
Surely. It expertly manipulates its robotic arms to hunt it down with strange movements far removed from its bird-like appearance. It is this command of all the tools at its disposal that make it a true hunter of the sky. Its special move, Iron Siphon, consists in draining the enemy's life force after a puncturing beak attack, while Tri-Airbot sees it spin rapidly, aiming to capture the enemy in its 3 arms while shooting lasers. I'm sorry! This thing sounds amazing! And just because I didn't have the screen up before, I'll open Mulemon's profile back up. And
See, I usually like those little robot dogs.
and there's
things.
Mulemon.
They're not dogs, but you know the ones that are just the brick bit with the 4 legs?
Yeah.
Like in that Black Mirror episode where the one had the knife on the front of it, and I thought that was adorable. But this design, yeah, it's not speaking at all.
And
The bird is
there's
cool, but the bird...
Machinamon's reference book art.
Yeah. The 2 of them coming from... for me. See where you get crane or heron in it.
Oh, for sure,
Well,
with the
yeah.
long neck and the
Mhm.
beak, yeah, for sure. Because you were like ostrich.
Yeah, when I saw the, 'cause, all I saw was the little head and the
Yeah,
flare
because
back there.
all you just saw was this thing.
Yeah,
But yeah, so
and considering the body on the last one, I was expecting it to be more round, like kind of his body, but in a different shape.
yeah.
But no, different.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I think it's really fun. The jump again from cat to mule to burb is really weird and crazy, and I love it. Just because it is very Digimon. It is very, you know,
So it's gonna turn into a waifu with big titties now, right?
right, or a fridge with a machine gun for an arm or something.
Well, it
You know,
already shoots lasers. Why not an actual gun?
yeah. We had an entire debug focused on Altea saying that Machinamon will not be a composite, but they got it wrong apparently. I am pretty sure Machinamon's profile here has it? Maybe it's been updated, but I was pretty sure it always said composite. Maybe it was censored out like these. Maybe I'm misremembering.
No, I think it just had a lot of question marks.
Yeah, it could be that. Pretty sure it always said composite though. You know, that or they've changed. Maybe the point of that was kind of red herring stuff. You know, oh, well, it's not that, then the swerve is. No, it is, but it can also do this stuff. So maybe it's a new type of composite. It was unknown. Okay, that sounds more correct. I'm just misremembering. There's a lot of updates that they've just dropped, you know, in this section that you may never go to.
Continue on.
Okay. No, I'm getting ready to finish up now in a moment. Oh, I will. All day, every day. Yeah, so I guess we'll get a mega and then another adult, another perfect, another mega, and the two megas will combine. I can't see it having another child form. Right? That doesn't make sense. So cool. All right. Well, let's see. Is there anything else here? Memes. Yeah, that is accurate. That is accurate. And is this Unchained? I'll wait for Meg to come back. Let's see what you guys have to say. They could go a very horror with Mockingbirdmon with the voice mimicry thing. I'm calling it. They go Bird Wendigo with the thing. Oh, Bird Wendigo would be so fun. Machine that tries to resemble animals. I wonder how the animal side will do it. Will it be a car that is purely organic? Oh, like Nobody Tell the Pokemon Company, but like Koraidon? Where it's like a motorbike, but it's also a dragon? We only knew it was a child level. Okay. We hadn't Drakomon did it first. Okay. That looks nothing like a Mockingbird. I mean, I feel like it's more Mockingbird in that it's taunting you, like it's literally mocking you, as opposed to looking like a mockingbird. Judging by its profile, it's like, no, this Digimon is going to insult you and your mother and then set you on fire. I think it's more of that kind of mocking.
Cool place gonna play. I don't know. That's all it was.
Chains.
Chain's gonna slap you with a mockingbird.
Never mind. It's a mimic bird, like a mockingbird. Ah, yeah, there we go. Although mockingbirds use their mimicry for attracting mates rather than hunting. Hunting mimicry is more of a jay, crow, or raven thing. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, crows are bastards. No, they're awful. I mean, they're not seagulls, but they're awful. Is it child level or standard or super? Well, if you're using no, it's not standard. The encyclopedia says child level, so it is a Digimon. But I'm very curious to see how the other half of that goes. So here we go. Here's our first meme.
Okay. Yes.
Feel like we've seen this one. No, because that's all new from today.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Because they're all in their older. Oh no, because that's him being like, "I leave it to you, everyone."
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, so they're still important to the story, and she is just nowhere. Is this Unchained? These are very good. I love these. Thank you.
Very nice.
General chat. 1969. He's the first podcaster on the moon. To the moon. And new one, Reds Liberator. Okay, so we got the HQ artwork for these. Nothing crazy there. Dogachi, gachi, gachi, dogachi, gachi, gachi, dogachi, gachi, gachi. Okay, so that is Discord. Because we've kind of seen everything else. So let me just jump over to a beast with a mechanical part. It could be connected to the mystery mon Cool Boy. Oh yeah, that mon that was just in the shadows. Cool Boy was "Come on out."
Yeah, it looked like a shield, but it kept not so much.
Digimon shield.
Yeah. I don't know. It looked like just a big pointy bit of metal.
Yeah.
Almost like a what are them crabs called again?
Horseshoe crab.
Horseshoe crab, but pointy
and furry.
Was it furry?
It definitely.
I thought it was shiny like metal.
I can pull the chapter back up, but I'm pretty sure it seemed fuzzier. I have taken the. Okay, so let me just see if there's any comments, because it's been a while since we've done Liberator related stuff.
We didn't leave comments for Liberator, so we read them.
Yeah, I think we did. So. Yeah. Just to make sure there's nothing new.
You had an ad for Coco Chanel.
I did have an ad for Coco Chanel because you said it into a live microphone.
I did.
And the algorithm went, yes, I can do that. Oh, because we're not going to get to 2020 until like next Sunday. We'll read Ali's comment. Ali left a comment on episodes 51 to 53. That was our Sunday stream of 2020.
Yeah.
Saying pretty nice that they used the Digimon World 1 design of Mugen Draymon for EX9. Always think they should flip their cannons back. Then Booster 22's gimmick. Ah, we're good. We're back. Fucking hell, OBS. Why? Why would you do that? Just because we're finishing up again. Okay. And it disconnected again. It always does it. It drops, it comes back, it drops again, it comes back, it stabilizes. Yeah, there we go. There's our second reconnect. Not my fault this time, says Desmond. Yeah.
Because Reiko came in either.
Oh, I swear to God. Oh, God. Reiko came in and the whole computer just crashed. Like, the whole computer just would rather crash than talk to Reiko.
That's fair. Reiko's a computer virus, right?
Oh, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Speaking of, I need to get onto Reiko.
Yes.
But look, we've covered everything. So Discord updates, that comment from Ali. There is nothing else until next week. So on Sunday, we're going to be doing Digimon Comic Volume 4, the final one, because that comes out tomorrow. So Digimon Comic Volume 4 comes out tomorrow, the 16th. It's the 15th for us now. So tomorrow, the 16th, it comes out. We're going to cover it on Sunday. Then on Monday, I'm going to do more Cyber Sleuth. Then on Wednesday, we'll do Debug 9 and 10. Sunday then will be the next 3 episodes of Adventure 2020. And then I guess we have to do Debug 11, maybe 12. I don't know what way we're going to work that out before we can do... No, we have to do... I don't know how we're going to work this out, because 14-1 released, then Debug 11 and 12, and then 14-2. So I don't know if we kind of have to...
Let's let the people who read it ahead of us tell us that.
Yeah, what would be the best order to tackle it in?
Yeah. There's spoilers in one for the other, or because they did that before, didn't they?
Oh, yeah.
And they had to put out a thing saying, read this before the other thing.
Well, no, it just got delayed a week over here.
Oh, okay.
Japan got it on its regular timescale, and the English release went, no, we'll wait.
Ah, okay.
Because it spoiled the ending of a Shoto battle. But, yeah. Hey, Juggernaut! How are you doing? Is out now? Well, we'll be doing 14-1 later. We still have Debug 9 and 10 to catch up with, so...
Catch up before we...
Yeah, we gotta... No, yeah. Don't worry, we'll make sure we're all caught up before we start 02 anyway.
Yeah.
That might just be how we do it. Once we get rid of 2020, if there's still other Liberator stuff to get caught up on, we can just double up on Liberator for a week, and that should sort us out before we start Adventure 02's watch along. Yeah. Oh, Yuuki isn't with the novel cast. Oh, and then she just teleports out, so never mind. Oh, okay. We'll say Debug 9 and 10, then episode 13, then Debug... Well, we've already done episode 13, so we're a bit late on that one. We've already done 13 today, so next week will be Debug 9 and 10, so we can't help that now. So I guess we'll see how Debug 11 and 12 work out related to episode 14. Oh, you meant 14? Okay. Yeah, that might be the best way. I just don't, like... Because we only get 2 comics a month, and we double up on those, it almost feels like we're going to have to wait another month for the comic to catch up, and then read all the debugs.
Yeah.
So we'll have to take a proper look at that once things actually release. We are going to have a week break in between because of my on-call work, but I guess we'll see what happens. We'll work it out. We will. We'll work it out so that we're all caught up without spoiling it, I guess. But guys, that is it. We're going to leave it there. Thank you for joining us tonight. We really do appreciate it and hope you had fun. Just think the debug and comic be 2 stories. Yeah.
But they're also one story.
But they're also one story. I guess it's because the original format would be chapter part 1, banter, talk. Oh my god, what is this? And then chapter part 2 is card fight. So maybe it's just we're used to that. We'll work it out as we go. We'll work it out. What's the best order to tackle it in?
Yeah.
But what I want to tackle now is sleep. So
I'm gonna go tackle that bed.
Yeah. So.
And that pillow.
So thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us tonight. Again, we will be back on Sunday with Digimon Comic Volume 4, the final one. And there's going to be 5 stories to cover. No. 6.
6.
There's the Royal Knights comedy story.
Yeah.
There's Digimon Seekers.
Yeah.
There's Digimon Paradox.
Yeah.
There's Digimon Recollection.
Yeah.
There's
Daddy Gunkum.
Daddy Gankumon, and then there's going to be a bonus story included. So there's actually 6 to cover
Okay.
on Sunday. So we might just have to start that little bit earlier.
Yeah, I mean,
So
they don't take long anyway.
They don't, but because there's an extra one, and like who knows how long we can tangent for with all of this. So also just to correct myself, because I don't think chat did, and if they did, I missed it. When we were looking at that artwork of Gankumon and Jesmon fighting each other,
Yeah.
I kept saying it was Hajime on commentary. His name is Haruka. Hajime's the dad.
Ah, okay. His name?
Haruka, yeah.
What Hajime am I?
Not Atmon, not Atmon Hajime anyway.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mixed up the I mixed up the names because they're both HA names. What do you want?
And they're not characters you get to spend a lot of time with anyway. You
No,
only see them
once every couple of months.
Yeah.
So, or Ghost Game Hajime. Or Ghost Game Hajime? I don't remember a Ghost Game Hajime.
That the
Was that the friend
who
who ended up
into a plant or something?
Oh no, or was it the one with the Antilamon? I don't remember. I don't care. It's 20 to 4 in the morning. I really don't care.
It's bedtime. Bye.
Yeah. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you back here on Sunday. That was Hokuto.
Hokuto.
Anyway, good morning, everybody.
Love you.
Mwah. Ciao. Bye. Ah.